Um, hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream with me, Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo. In a few minutes, we're going to start. Um, as you've seen the flyer earlier, we are going to have two guests, and we will be talking about the Sierra Leone film industry, labor and marketing guild, give you some updates on the recent launching and the structure, as well as, when it comes to diaspora filmmakers. So I will be having two guests. First, the chairman for the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild, Mr. Daramy A. Kabba, and also I will be having Mr. Jamil Fofanah, who's the International Director for International Partnership Coordination. So we will be here, for the next hour, and both of them will give us some insight, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion on what's the way forward with the new strategic plan, that's been put in place. So as it is right now, I'm live with you all that are watching, and let's come and dive in and see what the new, you know, launching is going to take the Sierra Leone film industry to. And I'm Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo, family nurse practitioner, also a filmmaker, producer. Recently you've been seeing me in some of my movie projects as an actor. We are live on KID-AFAN Global Discoveries, streaming from New York, around the globe. So if you're watching, it's your first time, remember you're on the platform on KID-AFAN Salone Discoveries, KID-AFAN Discoveries on YouTube, Isatu Kakay-Diallo on Facebook, as well as KID-AFAN, on Facebook. So please feel free to share, like, comment, bring in questions, and we will be here to answer questions as needed. So I will be getting Daramy A. Kabba, as well as Director Jamil Fofanah. They both will be here with me in the virtual studio. So before I could have them on, I would like to start with the intro. And please, let's feel free to share, like, comment, the live stream. We are live right now. So if you are watching on KID-AFAN Discoveries, it's the same information that we are disseminating. So if you choose to watch through YouTube as well, it's the same information. So we have three different destinations that we are streaming to. So feel free to send your question to either one of them. So help me share. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, I'll have the guest on board. Well, before then, let's start with the intro for, KID-AFAN Global Discoveries. Salon Fambuda. Bina Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo, and are they live on Facebook, YouTube, and two Facebook platforms that we stream on. So what we then also for talk about, we then for talk about the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild. And now the studio today, you will forget the chairman for the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild, when Mr. Daramy A. Kabba, and also you go get the director for partnerships and international relation coordination, like people that we in the diaspora where they do film for make sure say we salon film then go beyond boundaries. Ingo can talk to we about that. Me where they talk to you. So me na Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo. Me na filmmaker, me na medical person, and also recently when I don't see they appear now some of me own films them. And also, with that being said, I mean, I invest on the country. They do different things. Them. So as you don't join me, so not forget say we they live now YouTube KID-AFAN Discoveries now Facebook Isatu Kakay-Diallo Facebook page and also the KID-AFAN Salone Discovery Facebook page. Any side where you did now the same information now they talk now. So now they will talk about. So Director Jamil Fofanah, they in the studio, behind the studio right now. I will bring them on board after this introductory message from KID-AFAN Global Discoveries. I want to welcome you all. Today now the 5th day of July 2026. And with that being said, we know say we get people them where they celebrate birthday in the month of July. Myself, I get picking we are born inside the month of July. I want to say happy birthday to everybody where they celebrating birthday this month and many months them ahead and the one that we don't pass. So we want for greet on all and we want for welcome on to the live. So help me for share the live. Now you groups them, now you different platforms and follow get more people them on board. For can't talk about the recent launch, if we can't talk about waiting salon film is all about now. Okay. Okay, Fambu, then that's not just an introductory for we program. As always, I want to welcome now once again to the live stream. This now KID-AFAN Global Discoveries with me, Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo. Are they live? The stream from New York to you, wherever you defend yourself. So we will get now the studio today. We get the director for international partnership and coordination for the Sierra Leone film industry, as well as we get we chairman when Daramy A Kabba we they with we them both dinner, so we will come bring them on board on the stage so that we will talk about the industry. Recently we don't see where we don't do the launching for the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild. As a filmmaker, as somebody waiting into the entertainment and the creative sector, I believe say this is not something where we all go on for no within at the way forward within this strategic plan where then launch within it mean to we and as Sierra Leoneans that we make film. So as you see now the screen, not just the photographs as well as the logo for the film guild, way then they call. So this now the strategic plan we can dive in a little bit more as well as the structure for within this industry mean. Viewers that are watching right now, we are live and we are going to be talking about the recent launching of the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild. I have with me the chairman for Sierra Leone Film Guild, Mr. Daramy A Kabba, and I also have the director for coordinating international partnership for Diasporan Filmmakers. He's also with me, Mr. Jamil Fofanah. They both will be here and introduce themselves formally. So let me have them on and then they can introduce themselves. First, I would like to welcome Daramy A Kabba as well as Mr. Jamil Fofanah. Please feel free if you have your camera on and just introduce yourself to viewers, and then we could have some discussion live. Welcome to the program. Director Jamil, please. I see you're ready. You're on. Did you get me? Director Jamil, are you on? Would you like to introduce yourself to viewers, um, please?
Yeah, I'm driving right now, which is out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if you can give me just like 2 minutes. I'm
Okay,
almost home. Yeah, just two
all right.
minutes, please.
All right, I'll
Hmm.
bring Darami on the screen, and then Mr. Darami, please, if you could introduce yourself to viewers that are watching, and Salon Farm them within us. So, with we own chairman, we can tell we a little bit more, give you a little bit of background about himself. So help we for share the live stream, and now we get for watch him afterwards. So we get the chairman as well as the director for international partnership. We can to film business inside Salon. Welcome, Darami.
Hello. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome, sir. So Fambuden would like for know, or viewers would like to know, who are we seeing on the screen? And I know you are the chairman. I introduced you, but maybe a little bit of background about Darami. When did you took this position as the chairman? And with the recent launching, we'll dive into that. But just give us an overview who Mr. Darami A. Kabba is, please.
So, me and Daramy A. Kabba, of course, happens to be the chairman for the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild, Film Guild for sure. We're the umbrella body for all film professionals in the country, and we comprises of actors, directors, producers, scriptwriters, cinematographers, and technical people. And all of these groups of people or professionals are organized under a trade union, which is the Film Guild. And the guild itself was formally registered in 2012 as a legal recognized trade union for the film professionals. And after that, for over a couple of years, we are able to launch our first strategic development plan. And but other than that, there are meaning a creative personality or creative person. We don't build in career in public administration and business administration, and we don't work both government and private institutions. And at the same time, don't help in putting together policies and procedures for government institutions, including the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Ministry of the Youth National Youth Commission, and of course the institution where they work for. So basically, I think that's just brief for that, Darami.
Thank you very much, Darami, for that introductory. And recently, before we get Director Jamil back on the call, we see we then launched the Film Guild, and as a chairman, we don't the within the scope, or don't they take do so many different things then for make sure say this guild stand. How does this make you feel?
Don't give
And
me a
okay, so if yeah, I think in all coming it, but so how does this make you feel as a chairman, somebody who they lead the film industry, the trade union? Because for say you say you get a different organization, is that organization registered? Is that something you want for throw light on for let them understand? With that launching now with strategic plan they own don't put in place, or way filmmakers they don't put in place, and the for like the world see say yes, Saloma would already. Waiting this mean to the industry.
Yeah, the one thing I always want to unions, especially people in the creative industry, for understand that for every institution or sector for able for thrive and become sustainable has to get a pathway, has to build on a structure, has to build on a system. And Salone as a country, I think system and structure don't be one of the key or we serious challenge as a country. So when I took over as chairman of the Film Guild, but Mark, I just bring a brief background of this whole film industry saga we don't they happen, yeah, because I'm quite a little bit knowledgeable about it. So the first official institution that was registered in this country or in Sierra Leone for the film industry has been the Sierra Leone Film Guild. And when they're formed, then they meet within the west part of the country. I've returned to the
Yeah,
specific.
I dey hear another sound. Now they back. So if you they just listening another phone, no, just mute so
No,
that
another
I will.
lesson, other thing.
Okay, all right. No, okay. Thank you so much. Okay.
All
Go
right.
on.
So um, this guild, they meet around the west. So we get a group of disgruntled people, including myself. I was disgruntled, and we talk see the film guild now for bookman them. So let we go form a group winner for we the poor people them or the common man them. So now then we go from Sun Valley, Sierra Leone, Sun Valley. Sun Valley will be formed as a parallel body to Film Guild. But Med Eunice, when I be the PRO for the president for the Actors Guild then, we be charged out responsibility for let ensure she make the liaise with Ministry of Labour for get we official registration for Sun Valley. So between Sun Valley, which was orchestrated by Atto Pratt, the late Obrawi, then be the secretary, then we get Amza, we get but I think the first president was Pastor Kondo Bakar of Sun Valley. So when Pastor Kondo Bakar give way to Yamomo, Yamomo come be the president for Sun Valley. So under Yamomo in tenure, we formed the Actors Guild Sierra Leone, Directors Guild Sierra Leone.
Okay. I think Darami mute. Darami, just a
So
quick one before you dive
we
in.
we all right.
La just introduce let Mr. Jamil say, and then we'll come to you, let you give you an overview of everything, and then we can get a slide we go dive in. So, Director Jamil, welcome. You want to introduce yourself briefly? Let Darami continue with the yes, please. Welcome to the program. I think you muted. You muted, so unmute. Thank you. All right, go on.
Yeah, I will make them very brief. Me happen for be a director Jamil, the director and coordinator for all international affairs, the Sierra Leone film industry. Yeah, so let me continue, then I will come back.
Thank you so much. Okay, Darami, that just so that I didn't go get himself introduced, and now we can get you back on, and as we really talk, you can continue, please. Are you there?
Arabic there?
Yeah, he's there. I guess we just need to have him back. Um, okay, so he's
Okay.
muted. He's off the screen. So, Dr. Jamil, so you want to tell people them a little bit about your
Be,
role?
yeah. Anyway, like Director Jamil charged me a lot of responsibilities for make sure say the Sierra Leone reach the way everybody wants to see them, and it will run smoothly. Everybody they anticipate for the EB. Those are the rules we Dr. Jamil charge of. Also, for make sure we're able to get serious connection with international partners, and also the diaspora filmmakers we facing as Sierra Leoneans. Make sure we bring them all together for push this industry to a better. These are some of the things that we are charged with, and of course we don't work on it. We don't work on it seriously. We don't see some changes, some development in the industry. I feel say a lot of people they benefit out of it now. Yeah. So let me say, we try for the next to the filmmakers they will benefit from waiting they invest at the table or someone. So these connections, we don't succeed.
In the network.
One thing is not for one key thing is not for we will see how best we will get a monetized channel. We will to showcase we African stories them more especially Sierra Leonean story. Sierra we get a lot of story yet. We don't half of it yet.
Okay.
So bring this story to the international standard, let the whole world feel, understand, and know exactly what the happen now, how we come to look like. And let's say we Sierra Leone need a partnership with channels and we will showcase we waiting we do. Not for a movie and the drive or that's enough.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And I think we get a little bit of network issue where it wasn't too clear. Maybe you go talk more on that when the network's steady. Daramy, if you there with we, you can come back and then just continue with the discussion so that we'll get more from you. Okay, yeah, so yeah, the network being a little shake a little, so just some glitches. Okay. So, Director Jamil, being the the director for international partnership with all filmmakers that within the diaspora, this include the United States, UK, other parts of the European country, even the West African diaspora, and we will get with Salone them where they do film, they make sure say then they project West African films as well as Sierra Leone film. This responsibility, like you say, it's huge. It's really huge. So waiting are some of the strategies then where you want for put in place or where you don't put in place for make sure see filmmakers then know say yes, somebody they now would then go reach out to. Where it can to films and what then they do, especially sometimes and they someone want feature Sierra Leoneans then at them films, but then they find it difficult for connect with actors them or actresses them or producers direct. So waiting are some of the strategies that you want for let people that know say it in place or they about for the in place. Okay. Viewers, we do.
Doctor, I think the network from your side.
Okay. So since the network, then I use Daramy. If you are here, please, would you join us while we get his network steady? Fambodem,
All right.
today.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm back here. They try for change position because
Okay. Thank you.
Amanda will give me some nice over there.
Okay, no worries.
So
So Fambuda, when I welcome again, we'll get Daramy back. He will continue with the overview about this industry, and we will get more from him, especially when it comes to the pillars them we them get done launch the 5 year strategic plan and the structure we in the work with for make sure see every filmmaker now the country understand within the film industry they about. We want for welcome now we watch we live now Facebook as well as YouTube. Welcome. Thank you, sir. Continue, please.
All right. So when this Sun Valley was formed, then
So,
we get a moment when I be the president, late Obra, and I be the secretary, Amza, and I be the PRO or national coordinator. So we had an executive where the day where they run the
Doctor,
Sun Valley,
I
then
don't
we
know if
the
it's from my end,
yeah,
but I know
Momo now
they
like
get like now baby
orchestrate for where we
voice.
get
They
all of
can.
these guilds, the Actors Guild Sierra
okay.
Leone.
It's fine now. It's fine.
Yes,
The voice okay now.
the Directors Guild, the Producers Guild, and the Screenwriters Guild. But all of these guilds also begin at this film guild as well. Film guild said they get all of these guilds, but they no be get membership. So Sun Valley we actually be get the membership because our BJ will be the meet like every weekend. So we really be get the membership, the crowd within our film guild. But the issue of refugees, because before refugees, the industry decides say the Sun Valley decides say let them do 30 phases of Salone. So we organize those 30 phases and they select 30 people who they send at the phases of Salone. And the original idea behind that project was to promote those 30 phases for go international and for breakthrough in the country. That was the purpose of 30 phases, which it was done in three and we get three layers. We get the first 10, then we get the second 10, and the third 10. So the first 10 we take them, say, as then are we grade A actors 10. But so many people were not involved too. But the one that will be gets still we will be there at Sun Valley. It will appreciate them because now people will be they really do good work at that time. But I will be there on this back and forth with register, no register, register, no register. So then tell we plain say we not go give una a trade union certificate because there is a registered trade union which is Sierra Leone Film Guild. I said the best we can do or una can do is go meet them people there, allow una make one body. But we not going to give una another trade union certificate. So well we left that particular thing there then of course. People then begin feel like okay, I need for get is it hegemony or I need for get power who's are they? That came in the formation of all of these other I can call them associations. The WAMA, the WADFU, the UFA. So and at that time, because the some value be one crowd, it be the institute in strong people and for go form them group there. So, like for UFA, Nana Cham be the eastern part of the country, Freetown. So, because it be influential in that area, so then say, okay, Nana Cham, you create an organization where you go gather all filmmakers then. So that's how Nana Cham creates in UFA, Eastern filmmakers. But Wusa then begin miss the point is when they start creating this group, Wama, Hopeful, and the late Emmanuel Abali then create Wama, then SIA and Yoman then create Wadfu now Waterloo. Then all man begin creating now Wusa day, all man begin create the small bodies and all of that. But Wusa they all begin miss this point is when they create Wama or Wadfu, they start for create the guild stem within these bodies. And when the first conversation when I get with Yamomo was after before the 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 30 phases, I be they work with them very closely. So after the 30 phases, we be agree say that after the 30 phases, we dey do a film called Refugees, which is a national film, and we are going to use all of those phases in that film because now be a springboard we want use, make the film, sell the film, use the money, promote the people, and also use the people and for promote the film. But we said we begin get hiccups now when Momo decide on the script who they use without the approval of the Directors Guild. So the Directors Guild decide for boycott the whole refugee shooting. We get a challenge. So the first go where we go for go shoot refugee now. I don't forget the place. We go, we sleep the next day. We start for shoot. We shoot about one or two scene. And the camera battery done with the charge. And the charger born. So we had a lot of challenge. We were not able to shoot the film. The first go, they just shoot part of them, and we'll come back. But we'll come and not be fortunate for go them again the second trip. So after the shooting of refugees, we come. Refugees originally and originally it was supposed to be if a Sun Valley film, but after certain things that happen, yeah, Momo now go get a private executive producer for this project. So the project now come off from being a Sun Valley film, it end up for be Oshia's and this personal investor we come out as an executive director. So now them partner with Oshia's, then do refugees. Yeah. So basically, when the film finish, some of us we are on board still with them. We try to do we try to do campaign. We try to do massive rollout of getting people for go to the stadium for go watch the premiere. But so much infights be there now between the Directors Guild and Momo because they say you don't respect them and all of that. So after the whole refugee thing done, we go the premiere, the film not play, stadium, old man grumble, stadium was empty. So we come at all call certain people and say, let we get a meeting. So when we had that meeting, then decide say let we pass a vote of no confidence on Momo because they provide a good leadership. So a big meeting was called in BJ. People then go at meeting, they sign paper, then pass a vote of no confidence. So Momo left. So when Momo left, Ato became the president and the coordinator for Sun Valley. So then Ato and Brahma Sharif, when I made the lead film guild, decide for meet and merge these two bodies together. But before they merge these two bodies, Brahma Sharif will be the lead film guild after the death of the secretary of Sun Valley. In that meeting, at that time I was in China, but in that meeting, Brahma Sharif tried for make peace between Federation and Council because there was another body called Federation, Sierra Leone Film Federation. When I be Jimmy B, be get that body day, we be don't register with corporate affairs as a private company. So Federation was there, but Brahma Sherry tried to breach this Federation thing and the Film Council maybe don't exist already. But how Film Council come about? Film Council come about when Sun Valley decide for merge with Film Guild. When they merge, and after they now say, okay, we be get a plan for get a council. Since government not they listen to we, governments know they consider we let's have a council. So then decide say let we call all the group stems, organizations, and individuals who can sign an MOU for establish a council. And this council, the original idea of the council was we get film professionals across the six region, then they select one people who they represent them at the council at regional level. That was the original idea of the forming the council. So the first signatory on the formation of the council was Sierra Leone Sun Valley. The first two signatories are Sun Valley people, and the second and third, or the third and fourth are Film Guild, then Wadfu, then we get the Actors Guild, Directors Guild, Producers Guild, individuals like the likes of Desmond Finney, Etambawa, Rodney Graham. These individuals we are in that meeting, we do the signing. So that is how Film Council was born. When Film Council was born, we decided now, so okay, let me inaugurate Film Council. How did we arrive at choosing Michael? Now, out of the office, and they will sit down, we orchestrate everything. Okay, we look at every big name in the industry and we arrive at Michael as the most best person at that time. We say that I not get issue with people. So that's how we arrive at Michael. We actually select Michael in that room now out of the office. So when we go now the ministry, it was just formality. We don't choose the executive already because the original idea was the thought federation be Jimmy B and man there before go there for go create other things. So that is how this whole thing come up. We choose Michael, and when we go, we just they don't identify everybody who that for nominate, who that for second arm, and how the voting they go. So it was already planned, and the money that was used for refreshment. Now the film guild money, and then and it's man, and I pull the money, and I sign for then go take the money from film guild account, and they use for buy refreshment for inaugurate the film council. So after the film council was established, okay, there was still a fight between federation because the government be the work, the ministry be recognized federation because Jimmy B they don't go lay in documents now the ministry. So they always be facing Jimmy B organization. So they now ask which for come together between the federation and the council. I was also part of some of the meeting that they had where Mr. Dennis Trista, I think, and Dennis Trista and Madam Bobson Kamara and Yamomo. Now they be represent federation. Then on we side we be get Ato, we be get Michael, Ceci. No, first I be Ibrahim's, I think it's Mohamed Lamin Kamara, and I be the secretary of council. So we had couple of meetings until we arrived. Say yes, let's do this. So before the final document for this merger happened. But the time when they do the merger, I wasn't around. I was not around. But Burma Sharif actually helped follow we get this merger. So when we did the merger, Michael became the co-chair one. Pastor Momo became the co-chair too. Yeah. So when Burma Sharif resigned as chairman of the Film Guild, I took over. I then called Michael and Ceci. We had over 5 different meetings for make people for understand the distinction between Film Guild and Film Council, which we all know. There's a working document we form council. Say Film Council is a policy body. Waiting then they do for we for help we forget a film policy, a film act, and a strategic plan for the industry. So when I took over, I don't meet these things they happen. So I called them. Now, as a gentlemen, we cannot stick here for this while nothing they happen at the industry. So I began to reach out to Noah and Esmana. We had that conversation and we decided to work on the first draft of the film policy will be there. So when we finish the first draft and we decide for form the Vision 1212. Vision 1212 now before popularize the policy to the people. And so we went across the 6 regions. It was self-funded. We take bus, we print those documents, we went down, we talked to filmmakers, and we come back. When we come, we call a national consultation. We get people in town, we go now Ministry of Tourism, we did those and things. And after that, we did all the inputs. We don't do the inputs, we in the sense Film Guild. We decide for call Film Council when I'm Michael and Ceci and the rest of the team. We say, okay, not so we work for do film policy, but we have done the film policy. Now we can sit down, we edit this document. So myself, I was the secretary of that committee. Michael Kagbo Naina be the chairman for that committee. Baba Sisi from Film Guild. Yusuf Nanacham from Film Council. MJ Sesi Kamara. Now we sit down, we edit the document from page 1 to the final page. So what happened during that process? All of them said, this is a good document. The only thing we changed on that document was the authorship and the acknowledgement. Because we say the authorship will forgive the ministry, since now the ministry now in supposed for do policy for we, not to we supposed for do policy. And when we don't pull that 2-page day, we decide for edit the document from page 1, from day to the final page. But we get a point within the document that we reach where we get different views. When be the structure of the council. So when we reach the Michael and Ceci proposed that the council supposed for be formed by production companies, owners of production companies. And I stood there and told them that no, now the professionals them where they make film, the producers, the actors, the directors, now then supposed for sending representative in the council. So we get a lot of deliberations on that, but we did not come to conclusion. And I went home because now maybe they edit the inputs that will be they make. So when I go, MJ says email me. I still get copy of the email. Say, let me make the changes with the BC. Now I said, no, I cannot make those changes. I said, but I'm forwarding the document to Michael. If you guys want, whatever changes you want to do, we'll do them and make a siam. So when I send the document to Michael, Michael sent this document to Mr. Toure without even copying me in the email. So I went to Mr. Toure. I said, we don't do this document here. When will they count? And I said, what document? He said, you might don't send that document to me. He other man then will send this document to you. We me no. We now we virtually don't do bulk of the work. I said, no, this is not right. So I decided for bring me own copy of the documents to Mr. Toure. I left me own copy of the document to Mr. Toure. We talk about this document back and forth. And I say, oh, I try for CPs and all of that. So we can't get opportunity for travel. When we come, now Mr. Toure tell me, see, he said we don't prepare a budget for the national consultation. He said we don't see this document. It's a good document. He said, but we call another private consultant for can look the document. But by then, we don't offer myself, Yanoa, and Esmana with one British lady with Beechcroft in the UK. So we spoke to the deputy minister at that time. We set a committee, myself with these people, with Mr. Toure. But Mr. Toure not ever talk in that committee group there. So he not work with we. We then had the group for over 2 months. Now I call Mr. Jamil, Solomon Jamil, then he was the deputy minister. Now I say, Mr. Toure, not they work with you. Not even respond to me message them what they send. And I say, well, Toure say, I want to get you, this, that, other body then D. So you know I work with you now, let other body not feel otherwise. Now I say, but this other body knew we actually developed this document. Okay. So fast forward, this new minister come. I submitted every document we have so far for the industry. And but before this minister came, me and my team will be comprised of Glamour, Telma, with the ministry, the deputy, the PS, Mr. Toure, and the accountant. When we reach to a point when they said they need money for do national consultation for the policy, Mr. Toure talked to me. He said, "Boy, man, now I get power in this country, but we're not gonna make law get this money here for do this consultation." I said, Mr. Toure, how much now this money? And I said, well, the people put the budget together, but when they done the budget, it go make a know. So when they're done, I was able to make my own calls with the certain people around me. We make the calls and we get the approval of the Minister of Information. He said, "Follow, we go the document." So myself, Mr. Toure, and the team, we go this document. The minister approved the money. I'm supposed the money was around 200 million for that national consultation. So when this money was approved, I actually run at that ministry. I was behind all of the people in that ministry till they approved the check. So when they approved the check, then they are done the road for travel. So later I can understand, see, somebody that among we the film industry be supposed to go sign for the check. And Mr. Toure then, according to MJ, says he told me that now then go approve the check, now then go sign for the check in Michael. So now I say, how Mr. Toure could do something like this? Something we don't campaign for. He don't approve, he don't come to materiality. Now he not even inform me. So I therefore call him. I say, Mr. Tui, the thing they are they do not correct. I say, go bring issues in the industry. So he begin to tell me, let me not go to me rebel business to him. How waiting bad if them man then go, if not, we all not to the same. And I said, no, we are all not the same. So that money come, then do that consultation, it not be whole water. This new minister come, we push this whole idea. I think they got funding from United Nations or UNDP or wherever they got the funding. I don't know. And then decide for take I think Father Suma as a consultant for the policy. They work on this policy, but I always say this to anybody: 90% of what is in that document was the document that we presented to the ministry. So that consultant not really do much on the document. Like he meets already achieved something. Now few changes he make or few things he puts in there. But we go bring the we own policy that we had with that policy. Let them watch from page to page. 90% of what is in the document was what we presented to the ministry. Fair enough, we wanted was a policy that works for everybody. So when this thing materialized, for me, I've been happy. I've been a happy man. But before we get to that point, I call my brothers. I say, me, now part of the architect of Sierra Leone Film Council. Nobody need tell me about council. Yeah, Mama was not even there when we form council. Now join, you can join we. So let's maintain the council as it is. Let we all come back, fall to the individual professional bodies, we are the guild stem. Then now, when we don't get the guild stem, we get the national body. Where from that national body, we they choose who that they go represent within the council. Because that's the ideal reason why we created the council.
So for now,
But
we go
now,
pause this small. We want for really make like people know they don't get a little bit of background, but it would be nice for let them know now it's this new strategy. Already it's clear. Saying that this guild, now the registered one, we don't know how for take I believe say the 19th of June clearly don't state that as a filmmaker, go say you need for go. And I think law we change the conversation to that and see how much people they need for know about this new strategic plan and how they will benefit from because the history, the reason why viewers Daramy this guy for put them out there because this has been said, they don't repeatedly talk people then still they find them difficult for understand. But it's time for we all understand this and law we know say we get a trade union when at the Sierra Leone film industry labor and marketing guild. We're not going to dive into the entire history, but a little bit of background is very much important. So as you conclude on that, just for round that part up, we go on for your from you with the new launching. We think people that need for the expect, and we want for let you explain the pillars then, and we'll do that. And I know say Director Jamil back will come in and give your side because inside we get some technical issues. So please, you can try to summarize that and then go to the newer phase where we be committing
what
phase matter as an investor,
yeah, basically, I was at the conclusion, and
Mhm.
I feel like when we don't get this policy, the ministry asks we for let we go back and deal together. We had couple of meeting again. So I told waiting, yeah, Momo reach out to me and tell me now that he said then just one get rid of Michael and Ceci. He said we then get rid of Michael and Ceci. He said in the come back, let we make peace and let we go before. Now I said, yeah, Momo, election a problem. I said, me, if now for give up me position for make you take over as chairman of Film Guild, then we give una 6 months. Let una conduct election for we. I say I am in 100%. Now I say, but if you want to conduct a national election just for few people, I say not good. I say not bad thing. So we had background meeting. Myself, yeah, Momo, the person will conduct the election, the electoral commissioner will conduct the election. I think I'm one of the most deceitful person I don't talk to so far. Sorry if I use the word. Because the thing that way me, yeah, Momo talk on the background, not when it can't translate. Now say, you know, you conduct election. How comes you dey tell me say how you just want let Michael and come out when Iyamomo win? You electoral commissioner, how you dey favor candidates already? Now say this not a make add up to me. But luckily for me, I be the record with conversation, me and you, because it was weird where they say, you know, electoral commissioner, people that don't trust you for conduct election. Then you already get somebody with the back. Now I say, so one day I get for caller. Now I said, some of these audios, I'm gonna let them out. I say, for let people know really the deceitfulness when they do na this na the industry. Well, and not to wait till me, they think this, that mean we are really talking. So after this, I propose a structure to Iyamomo and Michael. I said, this is what I think we can work on with the industry. They say, oh, they made this thing fine, this thing okay. In fact, the only changes what they do, the film girl who say put and pull and they like cut and up, because up here for day. This was from Michael and
you mean the
Iyamomo.
structure? The structure.
The structure where we may present to them. So Iyamomo say, well, soldier, we need one industry, we need for come to. Now say, soldier, I'm not there against having one industry. Can you present to me the one industry structure that you want to see? Just present them to me. I say, if me and every other body look at this structure that you have in mind, if it is something we feel say is really, really perfect for this industry, I say I don't get no objection to it. From where he go in Ocam, we had 3 different meetings with 3 different people. I said the same thing to Iyamomo. Iyamomo not ever bring one single document to me for we look at and compare notes and see what thing are the thing that the changes they will go make and just get a one. Me, I tell and say, I don't want to let this industry want to give for another 20 years. We not get system, we not get structure. Now by talk no more. I say, so let's have a document where they stipulate saying that this, the one that we will they take power. Let the document tell you say now 3 years, now 5 years. So with that time they is supposed for conduct election, no matter what thing happen. That is what structure is. So this thing not happen, we end up for fallout. So we fall out, we don't decide because this strategic plan has been developed for over 3 years now. Since me come as chairman, my focus has been to build a system that outlive me. Not for me, nobody not need for pass through me for anything. But if the structure they operate, you don't need what sabi myself. You just need to go through the system and everything works for you. So we've had this strategic plan for over 3 to 4 years now. But every year we try for modify, for match up with what's in the happen now, the global trend. But quite recently, this plan shouldn't have gone out if we don't get a film policy. Because we want to tie the plan with the policy. So we not go down the plan different thing, then the policy they explain different thing. So when we don't get the approved policy now, we decide to say, okay, let's see how this thing really makes sense. So we actually end up for develop a policy that look at the national development plan and the film policy itself and decide for put something together. We me believe say if this industry work with a document like this, nothing not go make we not build an industry that will be sustainable, that will be thriving for every filmmaker. So that is how the strategic plan came about. And when we don't launch them, already we try for see now, present them to the line ministries and development partners, and try for see how would they synergize these documents with the framework where the ministry they can develop for the policy, because the policy has to have a framework. We not get an act yet. We go really tell we waiting for happen, waiting not for happen. So now the ministry is going to develop a framework. We will tell we everything that entails waiting and waiting get for happen in the policy or moving forward until we get a film act. So I think that's where we are.
So thank God we don't get some background from you. We will just hear you a bit while I try for actually get the slide we sent to me. I don't send out my email. I will move for share that so you will do a little bit of comprehensive highlight of the work and what else we do. So Director Jamil, you self get some things that we be try for make like people that know as you role being the director for partnership and international, coordination we can to film business na the country. So people them we be they join we that 10 day, and then we don't get new people that we don't join we. Waiting na you take what you want, like people them know filmmakers them we would try for encourage for let them do more films than our country for try for showcase. What are some of the strategies them we put them get for begin to see they happen with this new department where they get for direct and tell we the filmmakers them how they benefit from being a diaspora, the Sierra Leonean, and then we do film now we country. What's in the mission and what's in the focus here?
Okay, I don't know if that gets.
Yeah, would they get you? Would they get you? So it's just if anything with the network. So maybe like the headphones sometimes they can be there could be a glitches, but the mic is okay. Yeah, maybe if you put on a regular speaker, it might work. I know it get you now. I don't know. Okay, well, see if the headphone is better. That's okay. While you're doing that, we'll try for access that slide.
Did I get now?
Yeah, would it get you? If there's anything I will make like
Okay. So we really don't work on a lot of things these few months when resume this office. Try for make sure we bring the diaspora filmmakers and together and the harvest of the one show and come back to try for elevate the film industry. The film industry will make but if we hold on the separate we get work soon everybody to work on it own. An office it will get that kind of strength or empower the industry because we get the the phone and all other stuff for do standard movie. If you go back the people they with the struggle and with the but then get talent and they're very good talent, they're well talented, good actors then they there also. So I will say if we able as executive producers and producers but we able feel we for fund then talented they are and make things come to reality, we for take up that challenge and start doing it. The more we collaborate together, the more obviously we get standard products them way we say we put out there we put local. So in that light, we try for that forum wherein we would all the diaspora and filmmakers them from Sierra Leone, puts them at that forum and try for see how we will work um, in oneness, love, uh, and share. The idea is when we get together for mixing, we get a better industry in Sierra Leone. They don't work on that. We live and continue. They talk with people. Them though we get everybody on board yet. We plan for the way we get everybody on board. Puts them together. Even you the England, you want to do feel like Dr. Kakay says she's a very good actor. So forget Dr. Kakay. That not for the stress for you once you're part of this team and you're at this forum. No, please we did very closer. So let me work on that. I would just want everybody join me and work on that and make things. And then number two, we did try very hard for the way we get this movie. If we get good movies and standard movies too, we need a platform where where they showcase the movies there. Yeah. Lucky lately, I'm able to coordinate and work with TV stations when is on TV station where they mainly for African stories, and beyond. And it's beyond, but like the key focuses for African stories. So the Sierra Leone film industry don't partner with them people, yeah, and at least we don't go far, we don't the partnership, we don't sign all documents. And now this channel, they do very well. Maybe before the end of this session, we will drop the link channel, let people try and see it. So this the Sierra Leone don't partner with them, people they are following with gets free platform is not free. When you move it there, you they get paid the it depends on the like and the way they move it, the way you push them and your subscription. They get paid. Not to say you go for go start from like when you go on YouTube, you can go for daily tickets, then amount of views and like whatever the way they need. No, no. So whatever percentage come there, you get a start point. Let's say this is another development where we don't realize and in on the fee. People are not even start for the movies and they will be a news for some of we. Is if you are a producer, is a producer or director, you get a movie where you feel say you need for say at this platform, not afraid for content we as the film deal Sierra Leone, not afraid for content we come to we will bring and make sure say we will push to the best of your ability. Hey, you will reach for goal that you self start for benefit out of your craft,
Okay.
which you need on the best in. So I'll
Okay.
pause there for
Yeah, so I will just try for let people to understand few things that way you highlight, and that's very important. As a filmmaker, you they make you film, you want to make sure see you filmed in a platform already. Director Jamil, enroll and the capacity where it they don't ensure say with along with the film industry labor and marketing guild, there's a platform called Horizon, when a streaming platform. They encourage us filmmakers them for able for utilize that platform they because remember Sierra Leone, we can to YouTube, we not monetize as a country yet. So but this now way for let you able for get something out of the investment where you don't do it can to the film side of you project them through that there's percentage as in every other streaming platform, whether not Netflix, well Netflix then buy film will not each day to they hope for gets the yeah. But would they Amazon, would they 2B, would they not different streaming platforms them. So this not something where we go share the link it they across the different guild social media handles them. So if you go through there you see Horizon, and we'll talk more on that as we continue the discussion. Viewers, we did live on Facebook as well as we did live on YouTube. So don't hear you from Daramy Kabba. I don't give you overview of the history we come to the industry, but we did a different phase now. Me as an investor, a filmmaker, somebody we want for see the industry at a different lens. I believe say the launching take we to a new trajectory where would I want for Siam say yes, this not the moment, this will all be the wait for. This not the moment we all the wait for. There's going to be an extensive discussion about the strategic plan, but we be need that overview for make sure people they
Hello?
understand. There's a lot of history behind that
Yes, sir.
particular
All right, sir.
industry day. So, Daramy, there on the mic. Thank you. So, Director Jamil just don't tell you if you're not filmmaker, I didn't at the diaspora, any part out of Sierra Leone, you dey make film. We get a forum where we want for let you join. Reach out to it so that then we'll add you at that forum. You will get information about how things that they go on at the film industry. You want an actor or actress within a different part, how then we will come and be part of your project. Because we first meeting as something we put in race, right? We will forget on a portfolio on you acting skills, the things that we don't do. So the person go look at what you don't do and she say yes this character now wants na me film. So Director Jamil na in your role down there it go make sure say it do that coordination there because na that role there they don't get na the industry and they work towards that. And already within just this time we don't able for gather filmmakers them in one forum and we want for let you serve the part of life. You know, seeing a filmmaker and you're not a part of that forum, please reach out to me so that you will be added to that forum day so that you self will get insight and make sure say we do you film them, you film them will go beyond just doing it and not knowing sometimes and they would they make mistakes. Okay, as a filmmaker, we can make mistake, right? Director Jamil, like wherein we don't know people, then we'll just go get we self involved with the wrong crowd, and then getting involved with the wrong crowd, which it lead to. As a somebody way now you're not the director for that sector, which now you message to people them on that.
What about the last one coming?
So my point is, as a producer, where they live in the diaspora, if you want to make film, but if you don't know the right people then for work with, waiting you feel say it will happen to that producer, we want for continue for invest. Would they continue to invest in the sector if they don't go do film and things are not work out well? Or rather for let them in a place where they go guide them, give them the guidance where they need. You get me?
Should line no, the line break.
Okay. So the line, okay. So they get some connecting with the sound, and we really want for make sure say everybody is well heard, and so that we'll take that. So what about now? Do you hear me?
Come again. Okay, tell me the question again.
Okay, the question is: let's say me na producer will not be know anything but Salone. Already me na Sierra Leone, but I want to do film. Being part of the Diasporan Filmmakers Forum, waiting are some of the things them way it will protect you from, because sometimes people that don't know everybody where they do film, they can get involved with the wrong people them, and doing so with that, if like let's say they do them first film, things then go the opposite direction, not what them they look for. You feel say the forum now where you don't create for like all diaspora filmmakers, and they go there as a guide in order for like that filmmaker they continue for do film, or if the film go bad, you think say then go continue for do film at the country.
Thank you. I don't get a few parts, but I try dive into that. So first of all, if somebody take it upon themselves do film with any filmmakers as Sierra Leone, it's not a bad idea. You might fortunate for meet up good we will work with you. But the parts of it, we'll get to self a plane. We'll get to that for all responsible. That's the negative side of it. So and we only get one industry, one label, the marketing, we're not really film guild. If you are a registered member for the Sierra Leone Film Guild, where you get the 5 sectors, be director, you get to say you did it. Be a producer, you get to say you did it. Actor, you get to say you did it. Writer, you get to say you did it. Cinematographers and technical people, then get to say you did. I believe say they have them 5 stages there. We'll not get to other stage again. So if you don't the part of place that side there, at least if you get an actor self with the deal problem or with they make you set this whatever, you get to say you did clean. You pass through the film guild to say you did complain. So if we don't then at this diaspora, we all don't then at this forum, and on the same side, we coordinate, make sure say things up. Trust me, with the Sierra Leone guild, if whatever thing wrong, you get who say you the complain and get people that will help you fetch your case and make sure you achieve what you want. Now that make we don't even then channel there them streaming then live stream channel that what we try for bring up so gets an name with them people here. We get an agreement with them people there. Or if you say we will best interest now for fet for we will filmmaker, we will professional them. Then say that your interest within the fet for. And we your interest protect every sector as a producer or executive producer. And we make sure say he will realize something at the end of it. So far, I believe say we push and we don't go far and we build the honor. But if left the Sierra Leone field, then you fall in trouble. Maybe they empathize with you, but it's not their responsibility.
Yeah.
For go fit for you. you
Exactly.
for belong, and they're part of one of the NGOs. Yeah, you get the rights, you will get the constitution, go through it, you get the right over any damage we can. You get to say the company will get people that will benefit for you. I don't know if it answered the
That's
question.
that's exactly the point for everybody to understand. First, being a filmmaker na the diaspora where they project Sierra Leone, the forum day, and also you being a registered member to any of the guilds, then where you feel say you belong as an actor, producer, director, cinematographer. You now get a guild where they for make sure say then work with you. You know, if you get concern, you bring your concern up, and if anybody able mess with your investment, there's a way for let you bring them up, for let you report the case, let you get the protection needed. So that alone for make you want for join you specific guilds. Not say because I didn't have the diaspora and I didn't have Salo, I just want to be independent filmmaker. You can do that, but which protection you will get where you don't make your investment, and then see say that investments they don't it don't go down the drain, right? Already me, I know people that know
Yeah.
this already. I'm a registered producer, right? I also happen to be a registered actor in the country. If I get problem as a producer with anybody, I don't put me money. I dey take you in the guild. The guild therefore stand up for me and protect me investment. But if I'm not a part of them, and then I go put me money, something go wrong, then therefore look me like say, okay, how do you expect us to do anything? You're not part of us. So as a trade union, I know say Daramy can tell we more, looking at some of the benefits them on the trade union side. Now for protect you. Now you not the member, then first they go for focus on. They're not going to begin, they go focus on independent filmmakers. And as the director for international partnership, we come to the diasporans, Director Jamil already don't tell you, say, join the forum. Through that, the information that when it comes to you, you go join a specific guild. That way that you get the protection where you need for get and the guidance where you need so that you select the right people them for work with so that they're not dupe you. I will tell you now. Me, when I
And let
to be talking now, so you know, go be funny. Go on, sir.
no like lately it happened. An investor go invest. I'm not gonna call name. This is not social media. An investor go invest
Mm-hmm.
lately more than $80,000 on a movie. Brilliant. Yeah, he happened me. But it's spend more than anybody expect. Later, misunderstanding come into real and to begin come to light. But we will complain. You know. But like itself, no, it wasn't a mistake because like be too new the industry. So that be a lesson for us. Where this more able stand because like for the industry, I will not like for the see where people take advantage because some of we able stand for them and make sure say able realize and able get a movie back, get what he wants from the movie. So after the whole thing, then we go for explore waiting and waiting. They say you for do we necessary. At least be able to do the needful, and now they're part of the guild, and I believe say what they enjoy the benefits of the guild. They begin enjoy themselves not the guild, but fight for not be the part of the guild. So, but now they're not the guild, and they get to they complain. But they get called with it. A lot of them calls and they not it. Now this and this they are not waiting for the first question we they ask you, are you a registered member? If you say no, they get a second thought. If you are an investor, and we need the investors for come and put money. So we second thought. But we not ever handle your issue or situation after they deal with we members them, registered members them, the people that are with we. Yeah. So we get for take and see we able to achieve you what you want. But when you be with member number is a compulsory for that we step in and make sure say the right thing be done. We really do work on this. And so the person be the talk of the saga and the industry. This don't be they go for quite a long time. But me believe say up to now I believe say now industry we get. It's not a divided industry. We only get one trade union, a registered trade union. So no matter what they have inside this, I not even can left for bring an a public or social media. Because an officer will get a trade union register for one entity. So if it is one, it's hard time let everybody belong to your different professional guilds for make we will see how they will strengthen the industry. Trust me, Sierra Leone is very, very small, not looking low, but with the talk of the population, the whole population, the whole Sierra Leone population, some people are now the actors guild member than that. Some countries now only the actors member than that. Think of 8 million. So if we begin to get small division, waiting with the benefits, who that will support who that? Everybody, they will say they will say they. At least all come together, we support one in 1,000, if you don't 8 million. Like, you know, like, Amazon, it's too much. But we divide this small of people, we divide them into 2, 3, 4, 5 sector. When we say we will start for the benefit out of what we did, when if people enjoy what you need to do, no. But really, we get a very strong chairperson where it drive very well day and night for make sure the right thing done, and it gets support the executive with the Debian for make sure push them and give them all power for the able succeed. See, the film industry maybe all this year, but next year we in a very different level. Very different level. So at the urge everybody go register your professional belt. They're there for security reason, they're there for unity, they're there for development, they're there for yourself create an impact in the Sierra Leone industry. So I will cease there first.
Thank you so much. That's something we will continue for the talk and make sure so they come from time to time on a live stream at the different guild platform as well as different media houses. Then way we see with members and they attend for make them will talk more on the guild, the benefits, and you being part of the trade union, what it means. So we don't get this slide where they tell you all about the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild. We can get Mr. Daramy Kabba, we are the chairman for the Film Guild, for go through a few presentation where we all need now informations and we very vital to we as filmmakers, as guild members, them, and so that let them know say it's a different trajectory we have taken. We will be watch the live stream or we don't go back and watch. We are waiting First Lady say we are waiting Dr. Khadija to Grace being mentioned. If you feel say before the way you dey do film, how you dey write your script, how you want for make yourself available, it's no longer like that. How you they expect the producer for take care of you or as an actor, as somebody in a technical team. Now so the producer back they expect from you, because now when they look at a business, we know they just look at and say, oh, I did do a normal now for fun, I like for do this and whatnot. But law gets more from Daramy, where go come give we some insight. I go they navigate the slide for him and he go able for tell we a little bit more about these 5-year strategic plan we get for really help producers, them, directors, them, actors, them, cinematographers, guild and technical, and the marketers and all the different guilds that we see, script writers within right. So thank you very much, Director Jamil, and as we don't forget you back on, now we are you now from the chairman, we go give you a little bit more insight on this guild and what people therefore they expect going forward. Daramy, please, you may come in, and then
All right.
I know when you want us go to the next slide.
No, before we go to the next slide, I just want to give a quick background. Yeah.
Okay, so let me
So,
take that down, bring it back.
yeah, before we arrive at having a strategic plan, like I just give people a waiting happen behind the scene. So, And because during this process, let somebody not just visit them. This is just any kind document will just go put together. So what we did 17 African countries. We mapped 17 African countries, and then we map and assess for their film industry structures, institutional framework, government support mechanism, training capacity, and co-production opportunities. 17 African countries. I will take people through those African countries in a complete tier of their importance in filmmaking in Africa. Yeah. Then
Okay.
what do? We take 10 priority partner countries and institutions now that we don't identify for work with as an industry. 10 priority countries because we feel say then they up there already. And because we feel say them they up there, so we want for take then road of the pattern we then use for get to who side and they. Then we don't identify multiple funding opportunities, which including the UNESCO International Fund for Cultural Diversity, the African Development Bank, the African Union Cultural Program, the EU Cultural Fund, the Gautier Institute, and so many other. It is part of the working document of the plan. Then what we did, we also tried for identify Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, Rwanda, we emerge as the most strategically immediate partners for Sierra Leone current stage. So what we try for do, we identify the country they will face at this point. Now the most important country that we the country for work with for able for achieve this plan. And now what thing we they do now is to do a continental engagement. So what have we done? We have drafted 15 formal partnership letters ready, and some have been dispatched for Africa and international film institutions, including the FIPASI, one of the Pan-African Federation for Filmmakers, the Kenya Film Commission, the NFVF, one of the South African Film Foundation or Video body, like where we get the one we then try for set for we. Of course, we get UNESCO, we get World Bank, we get the African Creative Fund, so many things. So, God willing, if the people of Sierra Leone, especially those in the industry, can just put aside with egos. This is not about now we win, now then win, now we be there, and now we start here. No, everybody's important. Everybody's needed. Me for me, door open, me. People will want for lead. I always dey say this. You can't be outside and want for lead. Come inside. Some of our potential leaders come and join the team. That's all you need. Like when my brother say, Salone, we were the act film, we not even reach 1 million. Then one go divide yourself into so many splinter groups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sad. We make we set example to Nigeria. Nigeria is a federal state for God's sake. America is a federal state for God's sake. Salon, we don't even reach one state in Nigeria. Sometimes we dey compare we and Nigeria. No, I don't fall to those comparisons. Because I feel say with the build waiting we get as unique to we country, then if you work for we, everybody benefit from it.
Exactly.
That is
Yeah.
what I believe. So
Yeah.
now I don't they talk to people. Yes, we all get ego. We all get issues. Me, when they talk to una, I am not a perfect person. I don't know all. Some of una sabi pass me. But the only way we go get to a better place, now where we all come, we put we idea then together. No, wait till you talk so, okay, I think if we make us so it makes sense, then we move. So now I come to the slide proper.
Okay.
I be just want to give the background that the things that we are doing and we have done to get to this document, that we just
Yeah.
not just come and put a document together, but we
Mm.
have looked at all the countries them we don't implement similar. The what I've been working on, or what my team has been working on as an industry, what the film guild has been working on. Now, from the best structure we are following here has been the structure of the South Africans, because South African, make I just look at the data waiting they see. Now then they produce, then they make the highest money in Africa so far per film. Yeah. So we look at those two structures, the South Africa and the Nigerians, because now they're the giants then. Of course, Nigeria are the second biggest film production now the world.
I think,
So
yeah, they went down to self like because I want to mention that they are like number
yes,
three. Wait, they are the third because we get Hollywood, then we get Bollywood, then we get Nigeria. So sometimes the way they
yes,
talk about comparison, we get for be realistic as we compare.
exactly.
We got to
Exactly.
find out, say, listen, we working with them now a way for let we grow, not to for a way for let we feel like say, oh, then pass we. No, then self one work with we, but let not feel like say with them population self a big pass we own. So already we are
Fa-
so much disadvantage in a way can't we population. Look that soccer game. Lord just take soccer. One bring down this World Cup where they go on. We see Cape Verde, they play Argentina. Would the population not even reach 1 million, 500,000?
yeah,
See how
yeah.
well they play. Because why they want to work as a team. Then go there for say that they win. They not go there say that they lose oh because Argentina don't win championship. So listen, bring your strength, bring everything where you able get for make sure say you grow as an individual, as a nation, as a creative. That way they now that me I be just want to go down there because now we
So
mindset to go for change.
what we did was to do a country by country analysis following 10 countries and institutions where we rank the most strategically stable film industries in Africa. And one of them now be Nigeria. And I emerge as the first one. We're now the largest Anglophone African film market. Now
Okay.
West Africa, culturally. Then the second, the most sophisticated institutional infrastructure in Africa when it comes to film is South Africa. And
Right.
the structure where we the practice right now, we me they propose, not to say like we are trying to force this on anybody, but it's a structure we are proposing that if we work with this structure, it go good for we all as an industry and as South Africa structure. Then we go copy small from the Kenya structure. That is why we form the council then, because Kenya not get a council. Kenya gets a commission. Nigeria gets an agency. We be one for say that we call we own a council because I think the Philippines is using the word council as well. So after we've done all of this mapping, we're able to bring this document and waiting why this document. We say one, that for create thousands of jobs for young people, promote we country in culture and tourism. Then we say let it strengthen the national identity because so many people can talk about America or Nigeria. They know someone they talk Nigeria language, you know when they go Nigeria. How? Because of film. So for let people know about Salone, naturally we film stand for be the greatest something for make let people know about Salone. Some man go tell you about the White House. You know one day mass inside White House. Yeah. So um another reason why we decide for try to get a structure that really works to help government for generate money and also because when more film than they make, if government don't realize it, the film industry will they generate this kind 5% GDP every year. Trust me, then they get interest for put more money.
Exactly.
And I can always argue this: government don't spend billions on the football industry. I don't know how then they get that money back. I don't know if FIFA they get that money back, but for me, I feel like they are spending money. We are, I know it's not getting return because football is peaceful and all of that. But film industry is one sector that you invest in. It not only they bring one return for you, they bring touristic return, they bring business return, they bring so many return. And the film industry now the only industry in the world, the only industrial sector in the world where they employ any type of person, any
Exactly.
type. You be musician, you they can't work on a film industry if you don't foresee music. If you be footballer, you they can't make money in a film industry. You turn president, you left, you able can work on a film industry. You blind, you they work. Then born you today, they work. You get belly, you they work.
Exactly.
So it employs everybody.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's
Okay.
the one of the most neglected sector. And why they neglect we? Because then feel say we are not serious. And I said that's not true because the film industry are the only sector also we don't put together a constructive document and present it to government, but all the entertainment sector. The film industry, but although they on we divide, we fight, one day we not see on social media the cost we save.
Yep.
One day we not go attack with personal. We will get on a WhatsApp group then, but one day. So for me, I can always say, yes, we get with problem, but we are the most civilized sector. If only we can adjust our small differences, I think everything will be fine for us as an industry. Yeah, we go to the next slide. We talk about the vision and the mission of this document. So, what's in the vision of this entire document now for make the Salone film industry will be recognized globally? Let we love for do film no more for Salone people, but let we do film where people outside Salone go able for no say, oh, this is a Sierra Leonean film. Where's Sierra Leone? I would like to visit this place. We don't see Boku country they get tourists them because of film. So basically, that is the aim of this. By the time we're able to roll out this strategic plan, and also the mission here is to empower filmmakers. That is why one of the key important priority in this document has to do with the training and development, where they speak to the National Screen Skill Development Program, where by the grace of God, if UNESCO can sponsor that for us, I believe Sega will be a game changer and a breakthrough for the industry. So that's the mission of this strategic plan for ensure we empower filmmakers, preserve we culture, and drive economic growth. The next slide, please.
Okay. Try to see which one's better. Okay.
So we say we want for strategically position the industry. But how can we strategically position an industry where it don't full with so much hate, divide, and people they feel say no, if not to me they lead, enough for work. No, wouldn't are there where they want for can lead me. No, for me, we should not be doing that to ourselves. Because I believe say we all get the potential for lead. And we all supposed for always try for accept the people where they lead at the moment, because one day, one way, you're going to lead and you want people to listen you and you want people to follow you. So if we choose not to do this, it's a problem. So what do we try to do? Identify the strengths, our weaknesses, the opportunities that we have, and the threats that we have already in the global market. How can we leverage this? I think that's one big thing the plan is talking to. So we say the Sierra Leone film industry position itself as a rising creative force. We are rising. We are not there yet. Now we are building from scratch. I can take them so a lot of things has happened. But for me, I feel like we are building. And that is why everybody is important. Because when we build, what is our greatest strength? We have rich cultural heritage and untap local stories and local locations. We not even tap none of these shit. What's our next strength? We have a young creative talent pool where we not use it. We not even start for use Sierra Leonean actors they need. Some man we sabi act film has not even come out here. And they wait for where the money can side. Then the one that we on this talk, they can't kick them. That's how happen at so many industries. Yeah. So the one that we really get for kind enjoy, they're not kind to. In fact, they watch you like they're not the series. Yeah, they are there. Then, of course, we have a very strong diaspora support. We just need for bring them together like with me brother they try for do so now. Then we are resilient. Those are our strengths. Then what are our weaknesses? We say limited infrastructure. studios, equipment, post-production facilities, inadequate funding mechanism. We get gap in policy. We get institutional fragmentation. These are all weaknesses that we have. And how do we fix that? The policy and the plan, they tell you how do we fix those things. Then what are opportunities? UNESCO get over $100,000 or $100 million a ledon for the creative industry. No more where film now one of the key in that sector. They get over $500 million ledon. How can we get access to this money when we know get nothing in place, no structure? And these people will never fund you if you do not have a proper structure. So for me, that is why I've been focused on structure. We get the AFC, TFC regional markets access. We get the diaspora impact investments interest, whether the digital platform that we don't begin come up. So these are opportunities we need to leverage on. And waiting we trade, we say talent and brain drain because people are doing a salon because they see female or they work for, they waiting and they do. Some of them decide to move to either an American or some man go to other country because he say don't try to say in a salon, nothing will happen. Then he choose to go. And Boku people will know, Boku man we can America, you cannot continue with your film career because job not give you chance, the time not there. Yeah. And we feel say competition from established regional hubs is gonna be one of our traits because we always point at Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. But Nigeria is way ahead of us.
Exactly.
We're not gonna catch them quick. It therefore take with so much commitment. So let the competition be we self now, put ourselves together and start for do things for capture Nigeria. Yeah, it says the structure is always key in all of this we are talking. Yes, so we go to the next slide. Where they talk about the strategic goals. What's in our goals then? One, as I start earlier on, we get weak institutions. I'm not saying Film Guild is the most perfect institution at the film industry. No, it gets a lot of challenges. So how do we fix those challenges? Now, when we all come together, because doctor, with your advance in the industry, it don't help we a lot. It don't contribute a lot. So imagine with all the things you don't bring, so if you be serious no more, you see Mila watch the no more, last week then they do. Do you think those contributions was gonna impact the industry? No. So this is what I always tell people. You get the idea, you get the know-how, bring them on board. Come, even if they don't want to see you, force yourself inside. That's the only way you make change. So I think that's one of the goals. Strengthening with governance and institutional development. Try for strengthen all them guilds there. Let them really operate as guilds, especially the professional guilds. Actors Guild is to seek the welfare of actors. Are they doing their work? No, we need for strengthen Actors Guild for let them do their work as at Actors Guild. Seek the welfare in the welfare of the actors. Make sure actors then get training. Make sure actors then get representation. We don't do for let they get filmmakers then every year for let they travel, go to film festivals, film conferences, film events. But we need a well-structured and governance system for able to achieve this, so it will become consistent. It not go just be few 1-2 man get the opportunity then travel, but we are everybody get the opportunity and the platform there for do them. Then what is our next goal? Is to build an infrastructure and technology capacity or capability. We do not have none. Most of the cameras we have in the country, yes, not private institutions then get them, which is fine. But as an industry, the day we will get even a mini studio, professional studio for do film, it get for help so many people for produce quality films. Because now, if you know say you don't do your film, you know say you get a studio way able for even but come on, they put sound on film, it's not even licensed. So some of these films don't even play on YouTube or don't play on certain media because na pirate na pirate or na copy na pirated sounds you get on your film. So we say waiting next for do. the next goal is we want to expand the human capital and capacity building. Training. 90% of filmmakers then, now hand on deck thing then do. Some man just grab one day, say me a director. And that is it. Some man grab today, say me a producer. You not take no producing course, you not take no directing course. You just say, okay, I sabi go on stage and sabi tell you, say, hey, coach, shoot, act. So I'm a director. So these people, there are few in the industry. Me personally don't talk to them. You get the potential, you get the you able you push. For me, if I get the opportunity today, I'm going to support you for get a training, which I believe say that the most important thing the industry need right now. These people don't put themselves in them position. Yeah, they don't do so well. Now what they need training, exposure, so then go build more on their craft. Then waiting, we say for mobilized finance and market development. So the reason why I be identify some of these bodies that we are now writing to or we are trying to collaborate with, so that I spoke to somebody in the music industry and I told him, I swear to me, God, if the film industry, we people can come together, we don't need government for begin to give money for the one being government can give 100, 200 million. No, we don't need it. The premiere, the launch where we do it, we get 1 or 200 or 300 million. People are shouting or fighting about it. I said, come on, that is not the money we should be focusing on. There are millions of dollars out there
Yeah.
that we are supposed to go for and can build in industry. So that's why when you look at the plan, now 20% of government investment we are asking for. We are not even asking for much. We say international, we want United Nations and other development partners, 30%, private sector, and other people. So I don't feel say we are in an industry that really want for go beyond government, say let government give we money. All what we want, we have been asking for is government recognition, government support. When we want to do this, for instance, now we are applying for a particular training opportunity. All we need is the government, the ministry, line ministries, then for attest say yes. These people then establish, then they do this, and they do this, and they do this. That is all is required. So government need to spend money on that? No. They just need to write one letter, and we are
Yeah.
there. And so by so we're able for deepen with international partnership and promotions. So that's not the goal of this plan. Then 5 goals there. Hopefully, by the grace of God, by 2030 to 2031, I feel see if we're able to achieve, if not all of them, but 90% of them.
Yeah, and before you even go to the next slide, to me, you point something out, and if we all get that understanding, say, waiting government want for see, or in anything we person do, where you don't begin the show, waiting you before do your abilities, you they encourage others to come on board, even when you not ask them. Now they're going to
Yeah.
look for you. So let we
Yeah.
all take that step there for say, you know what? It's a time where you need for really put yourself out there, go the extra mile for ensure say, you bring your creativity to light. You bring waiting, you feel say you go bring to the table for expand the creative industry and the creative sector. So I will continue with your slide, and I think this is very important. Director now
Yeah.
for mute, but we yeah, thank
So
you. Uh-huh.
the labor development strategy in the plan is
Yeah,
this. One, we do not even have a bargaining committee. We do not have classification, or we do not have. There's so many things where we not get as an industry. You understand, the savvy chartered, the so many things we are supposed to develop that the industry do not have. So all we already perfect fit, so we all get position, we get space in the industry for work. We just need to come together, everyone understand these things. And again, I keep repeating this. Not to every good director is a good administrator. Not every good film producer is a good film administrator. There's a distinction between these things. Not say because you're an actor, you're not a director, so that qualifies you for be an administrator into film. No, that's not right. Not so because you the act film, you're an actor make you a good director. Because that pattern me don't see. Someone as he act one film, so the next morning, in the director of another production house. He don't come outside, he don't go form your own product. So we can't continue like this. But all why this they happen are because we don't get structure. Because if we get structure, you didn't just grab tomorrow, you say me, I get me production house, I dey go shoot film how I want. No, there must be something. So we say collective bargaining, a dedicated bargaining committee negotiates fair wages, hours, and working condition of members. Because acting, all sign at the wall, it they pay. Now by hours, they're supposed to pay you. We not go say maybe let them pay people by hour, but let them pay you by day. But all of these structures has to come in play. You the actor, when they tell you say you can't contribute 200,000 before you go act film. It's the wrong thing they are doing to you. That's very unfair. Not to you they go put money for let director or producer go make a film. No, producer get for go find an investor, an executive producer. So these are the things they are not teaching the young people coming up. These are the things they're not letting them know. So then keep you divide, so then go continue to exploit and exploit the people then. And these are some of the things some of we are against. No, no one person, production company not supposed for go get. No, what we need now agencies that train actors. So when a production company want do film, then go through the agency. The agency go conduct audition or get an actor the way you want for the production company, then go shoot film. But now in Salone, we get a production company, which I was part of, where it made them they say, okay, now we get for go shoot, we need transport 10,000, little man car, we get for buy WhatsApp. No, come on, we should not be doing that. And most of these people when they do this, they go and misbehave on air. Yes, these are the people doing that.
And
So
I want
we
to
can't.
also on that note, yeah, Daramy.
Yeah.
If you now know why the name come about like the game changer for me, that's why. When I did my first project, these are the complaints I was hearing. And then I said, really? So you get for pay for your transport, you get for pay for your feeding. I said,
Yeah.
I did change the game from that moment on. So everybody where they part of my project will tell you that say they were given not only a stipend for what they did, they were paid transport, feeding, the welfare, everything was on the
That's the
production.
ideal. That's the
Because
ideal
that's
way.
that's why I got the name, the game changer. That's why.
So let God bless
Okay.
you. Honestly, I have been part of most of your projects and I know how much you have invested in this industry. I just hope people able to see which are some of who they look at. It's not just about, oh, that man did so no more. Then they go tell you things you don't even know. Then you conclude. Then we talk about welfare fund. It's supposed to be fund. We do not have a welfare fund for industry people. I remember vividly somebody was sick recently. Would they pass and beg small money in our social media? We should not be doing that. We should not be doing that. We're supposed to get a fund where they, when we know say somebody is critically sick, we know say we able to tap into that fund. If it not do, because of the strength where we get, we able for ask government for support we, and the government can listen because they know say these people they mean business, these people are serious. Then of course contract reviews. How many people really don't understand about contracts and how many people respect contract in a salon? Very few, unknown. Yeah, we also get the legal alignment. How many filmmakers get lawyer? Very few, one or two. Now they even know that they're supposed to get a lawyer. Because by right, when you go on production, you're supposed to go on production on a contract basis. If any of these things go bad, you're supposed to get something else out of it. But these are not really clear to people. We say waiting, dispute resolution. We have a structured grievance process that mediates conflicts between members and employers. That's why the film guild is there. Now, the film guild, within the film guild, there's going to be a committee with purely they look into these things. When there's a dispute, how those disputes are being settled. And this are the thing where people are able to understand why film guild. But when they take and say film guild is a different body. No, it's not a different body. It's just a coming together of the different guild stem then form one strong body. So when Actors Guild, for instance, if me na Daramy, me na actor, I don't misbehave, then Actors Guild make a decision on me where it's a realistic decision, where that decision don't go through all the stages and they don't find out, say, maybe you are guilty of what we do. For instance, the actor, they already hold people their money, then they're not gonna set on time. They're not shoot the film, or they're on away, or they not even do the right thing, or maybe misbehave. So when Actors Guild reports you to the committee has to look into these things and then do all the necessary things. Then, if you're really guilty and able for solving, there's a penalty on that. So when this penalty comes, the producer need for respect this decision. The cinematographer get for respect this decision. This director get for respect this decision. So for instance, if a producer misbehave on an actor, really treat an actor way not correct, if those decision has been taken, you, the producer, pass on time you go shoot your film in Nigeria. But nobody is going to shoot film for you in a salon, or is supposed to actors will go supposed. So basically, just with Dandy, it don't put you in proper shape. Then we say fair terms of service, standard terms of engagement across all the 6 professional disciplines. How many people na salon where then they really pay according to in level or in standards? Very few. Very, very few. Because some of we really understand. We are the very people back where they call we actor, they we cinematographers then. And tell us, it's in better no day and I can manage me. This is yes, it is okay. But it's not correct because there should be a standard fare for the waiting the person they go do. We cannot get these things working if we do not have a structure. Otherwise, we go just there per hey, Bobby man, I get the script here. I get 2,000. My man make an 2,500. You go, yeah, it happened. So how long do we want to continue with this? So these are some of my frustration as a leader, and these are the team I'm working with. The frustration that we need to change, then kind of thing there. And the only way we're able to change them thing there that when we get strong institution that works.
Yeah. And you know what? Just to buttress on a few things, sometimes, like you said, people think they have a production house, they should do everything, either because they don't know which thing they out there, which thing they will work with. I get a director where they work on a project, say, hey, me, I don't know what I'm supposed for do. Right now, they then at the desk of the person who for do sound score. So there's division of labor. So now
Yeah.
we all get that understanding. Say, as a producer, you not able to do everything. Yes, now you the head the entire production, even the executive producer they under you, but you get to understand, say you hire the right people, make sure say everything they in place. And most of the time now they we can fall short as producers because if we not get with logistics them in place, with things them in place, now they here and if director they get a lot of issues. Me in general, it happened to me recently. I kind of free to I do a project. I not did it ahead of time. So many things and they were being done, on as we go. And it was causing a lot of frustration
Of
for
course,
me, a
it
frustration
make
for the
it
director.
overspend your budget. You
Yeah,
overspend your
something that will not
budget.
for pay for self,
So
we end up
yeah,
for pay more
yeah,
for. You
sure,
now the
sure,
associate producer to that project, you saw something
sure.
that they will not for
Yeah,
don't pay, but we end up
yeah,
for pay. So we get for the
correct.
take them, and I make from time to time we really need them sessions there for the people they understand and being part of the guild too. We get for they do like something we not to like live, but like you being part of the guild we're going to discuss anything that give you the knowledge where you need so that you not go fall short as a producer, as an actor, director, whatever your skills may be. Okay, if you want to do this,
Yeah,
do them with the knowledge where you need because if you're not getting knowledge, it really they affect you, it frustrates
exactly.
you, and then you're not able to put your creativity out there. So I will
Sure.
take it back now. I know Director Jamil still there out there. Anything where you want to add before I go to the next slide for Daramy? I know say you there with me on this. You self know people that waiting at the diaspora need forget this understanding. This particular slide talks about a lot of different things. Then, so what do you want to add now? So Director Jamil, before I go to the next slide.
Well, the key thing, the roles, different responsibilities in terms of filmmaking, everybody for knowing roles and responsibilities. So if we work towards that, I believe so we will get them right. But if we not work towards that, we will always the continue for the same position, As you mentioned earlier, the game changer, where the name came from, is a very strategic thing where you implement, and due to that, it opened a lot of actors' eyes and all. Then thing, and people felt it and they believed, saying, so it will be. Not to sometimes, not to everything you get for Tinab, they explain to people. Them, no, we get some people the way they put these things in practice. You know, come you do them practically, let people feel, let them see. It teach a lot of people. One very good producer and executive producer way I say Sierra Leone don't they get, and like when I come one of the industry, it make a lot of work then very easy for we. When I give you a very smooth path for around the industry, really. So I believe say look, we learn and know we responsibilities. Executive producer, be a producer, a different from executive producer. And the executive producer, the producer different from production manager. All these things get you within them. So if we don't belong now with different guilds, them I believe still something the chairman will come to that point. We're gonna forget workshop them. We're gonna forget learning process that they can get for the go on continuously. So these are some of the benefits them way I feel say somebody will get when you done the part of the film guild. So I will stop there. Let me go to the next slide and see.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes they will forget say we self when they produce we can get old. Me Daramy A when I see so I don't know. They always tell me, hey doctor, we need production manager for this project. This. It's like literally in the beginning you go begin say, oh no, I can do am, you can do am, why not? You know, producer part. It's like, listen, that's not the same. Daramy, they don't understand. See, there's a lot of engagements into projects and what they go into, and the things and where
Yeah.
you can stand for, people don't see it. But sometimes now when you're gonna set, you say, okay, and it's like Daramy say, I told you that before. So sometimes I'm like, yeah, you told me. Well,
Okay.
it's too late now.
When the pressure come, you know go to control them. You know go to control the pressure.
Trust
It
me, this
always me and to the make plaba. We come and say I tell you. So me, I know what you say.
I know
That's
I
why I
hear you
always
say.
tell.
Now that,
Yeah.
I say, well, I hear me. Not tell me that I know. You get for do am. Like say, well, even if I did one, but I've been telling you, get for admit. So people don't know. It's a lot. And that was a stressful project, to be honest. So okay, this is now you next slide.
All right. So these are some of the things within the plan that we really want to work towards and see how we can achieve some of these things. Like one of them is the marketing and branding strategy. How can we build a coherent national film brand that positions Sierra Leone distinctly within the West African screen markets? How we go deploy platforms? We na native content strategies. How? So that takes me to one very important thing. People and feel say people know the film not get money. So una give una this quick analysis, yeah. Ompura, we are still feel saying at the top selling film na Salone. Sold over 100,000 copies. Na Salone in way back, I think 2010 or 12. We make over 7 million news in revenue and 700 million in revenues. And that year, the Ompura state crime, Kassam, and I think Violator, those films. Imagine for let a filmmaker in a salon make over 700 million per one film. Then are the statistics will get to where no be done come on 5, 10 years before now from the marketer. Imagine how much that film would make for you. People say we will not get the country this that. No, if you sell your film at 5,000 a salon get let's say salon gets an 8 million people. If 1 million people buy your cassette, you know to pull producer again. Oh, you get small change in your hand. So people still feel that no, we able make film for people and for we community for we. And the one thing I'm always advising people, that's the brand I want us to have. Rebrand the industry. How do we encourage people for do film in local language? We local language them. Let we do film so we get with industry, we get with people attention. So we make let we people them believe in waiting with it. They'll begin take them now. True, true. I get problem with we doing film in English all the time because you go sabi speak good English, but me no sabi speak good English. So it a weaken the production level. And that is why one of the film I go always tell people that really make impact na salon was Profit Point with Limadu. Yeah. Because of the language them we then use na that film. The people then they relate with the film. You see, when you do bombing, because it was done most in Creole, people gave their all, their acting, their skills, everything, because they were comfortable with the Creole than the English. We don't watch film then in India, we only understand safe. Now, Chinese, but we dey follow the story.
Yes.
So we need to go back to that level. Start for do film na Creole, na Temne, na Madingo, na Susu. So the Madingo man they feel the film when they watch it. They might they feel himself when they watch the film.
And
That's not one thing we
that not
yeah.
today no more. Not to just the India and the other one them. And actually say Netflix right now. Films
Yeah,
and the
sure.
way na the language. Like this movie, I not done for watch it. It's called The Polygamist Bar.
The polygamist. Yeah, South Africa.
Nine then they use. I they
Yeah.
find out, so I have to follow the subtitle for, but you already get engaged in the story. So that's
The
it
story.
doesn't matter. Any tribe you use, you're able to project better. Like you said, the person you get talent. Just because you don't sabi speak English well, not mean say in film for the per English. We can
Yeah.
subtitle. Lord, we just use that
Yeah.
as producers, as
Yeah.
filmmakers. To me, are they on board for that? We'll get more of that actually. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's just one of
That
it.
that not
We
the only Kabba, let us say a word quick.
yeah.
That not the only send you film, but it they add value to the culture and it draw tourist attention to the country too. Because this language and
Exactly.
waiting the speaker, like if they read them, then say they learn the language, it they eager for can see, for can know how this
Yeah.
thing they operate, you see. So these are some of
So this is one thing in the plan that we really want to see how we can use Dandy as branding strategy to market our culture, our tradition, our Sierra Leone. Then after that, I think uh, um we get with talent development. We now the anchor by the National Screen Skill and Creative Industries Development Program. Where then they will set them for 2027 to 2030. We with the hope for get over 500 people be trained in film making in the 5-tier national training system where they span from foundational to advanced professional levels, and also get a 25 curriculum discipline track where they cover every stage of the production value chain. Then we get 6 regional training hubs. We go be in a Freetombo, Kenema, Makeni, Port Loko, and Kono, or maybe yes. So it cover all the regional headquarters. Then we get a national digital learning platform plus a dedicated AI and emerging technology hub. This is the plan for that part when you talk about talent development. This is part of the strategic plan as well. Then we talk about the employment and creation strategy. Of course, we know we formalize work. We know now see if you act 4 film or 2 film per month, then pay you 5 million per film. You're making 10 million per month. So you and that man they go to office now almost equal.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
some production are 2 weeks you they go on set for. So
And we're
if we
ready
try
for
to
cut and done, Seth. We're ready for cut and done because
exactly. No. Some people cannot take 2 weeks on set. Not only if you're not the main character, you go take 2 weeks on set. But if you're not just 4, 5 scene you get, maybe not a day you get on set, or maybe 2 days on
exactly.
set. But if you go for 2 days, you go get 5 million. Come on, who's gonna give you 5 million for 2 days? Normally, nobody. So these are the things. If we just formalize these things And we know, see, this is what we are doing. We target at least 70% of new direct jobs. Young people get work. We know, see, now, when they say film, when they see man, then go begin left the office, then for come act film. Because if you go then a month for all months, then give you 600, 6,000, then you can't no more for 2 days, you get 6,000. Wait, who say you choose for go?
I
So
said
now you go for
2 days.
short time, more money.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what we are envisaging with this plan, and God willing, we are able to achieve it. I'll be one of the great happiest person. Then, of course, we consider the youth and women empowerment. So here, what we want to do, women's leadership sheet. We are going to create a women's leadership sheet. We are going to create a gender inclusive mandate. We are going to create a targeted training quota for women, only for women. We then get in the own quota in the industry. We want to have a national advocacy alliance or alignment. Then we get forget the youth first employment. You don't come out you want for can act film. How does this happen? How you go navigate through? Then the mentorship pipeline. Now attach one actor. Okay, me I dey see me or I dey see Emma as me role model in film. How can I understudy Emma or how Emma go dey invite me on set? I dey go watch him, then I dey learn from him. So these are all things that the plan go look up to. Of course, we talk about film tourism. Film tourism is a direct correlation thing where we can do with the Ministry of Tourism. So because of the film tourism, what thing we don't do also, we don't try for map a location catalog for the industry. We don't get over 30 locations where we don't earmark, where we the one for present and to the Ministry of Culture and Tourism that okay, these are locations this we can use as a touristic site. We can use as a production site for sale country. So that location catalog is a special document developed with the part of this strategic plan because all the small document there, then they go for support and for justify which we want for do. We don't develop the national screen skill program document already did. And then for just send out to funders, for able for funding, for fund them for creating more training for young people in filmmaking. Then waiting we don't do. We also don't develop a production incentive regime physical analysis where they tell the Ministry of Finance if we spend $1,000 per this film in 2 years' time, we they reap over $2,000 or $3,000. So that analysis is there. We're ready for go to the Ministry of Finance. Then we say investment promotion. Hopefully, we do hope for gets $43 million on 5-year resource mobilization target underpin the national strategic plan, then of course propose a national film fund with multiple dedicated funding windows. So the film fund, ideally, I don't know what's in the ministry they think, but waiting will be the think is that when we get the film fund, we're able for attract all of these development partners and they're able for put money in that fund. Then production companies where we know say they do production at certain scale, if they need support with this fund, then the fund able for support them work. And in new entrants people them as well really come into the film industry. Then of course digital platform transformation is something we are looking at. Digital learning platform. We are some man. Sorry to say this. When we can college, we do masters program na American. Now, some man also be use computer. Come on, imagine you don't go through college, university, you also be use computer. So these are all difficult things. People then get social media, they don't even know how to navigate through. So these are things we want to teach people. The AI Imagine Technology Hub. How do we teach people how to use AI to even send simple prompts? Now AI, so might just they go right, but there's a simple way to ask AI to give you a prompt. So these are all part of the plan, and hopefully we are able to do it. And waiting, we talk about the international partnership. As I tell you earlier on, we have developed letter for FEPASI with an Pan-African Federation for filmmakers, then the cultural convention and CFID funding, of course, development co-funding from UNDP and World Bank infrastructure and investment financing. These monies are all there from them people. They are the African Film Commission. We get 17 countries. Then they get then get a park commission committee. We are not part of that network, and we are supposed now we are sending letters to these people that okay, the film industry trade union is so, and this is our strategic plan, and this is what we want to do, and how can you guys support the industry? Yeah, of course, AYV, we don't get meeting with them, forget a partnership. Then, of course, the policy, waiting we use for develop these documents. One is the national film policy, then the national film policy implementation framework, how you get for come about, where we go, I believe say most of it go don't capture in this document. Of course, we look at the Copyright Act. Of course, we look at the 5 UNESCO Cultural Convention ratification, and we look at the National Development Plan. So we look at all of these documents for support we plan. And what else on that slide is the monitoring and evaluation of framework. So we get 14 core KPIs where we will get for use for monitor. Then we get quarterly reporting, we get independent review, then we get the SDG alignment tracking, then we get post-launch checkmark. Of course, we get public accountability. So like for instance, that money we then say first lady give or where we get from the launching small you don't begin go. I tell to people nobody needs to worry about that money because nobody's going to eat it, not to for shape, not to forgive one person. It's an industry money and it will go into the industry where every filmmaker for see that money we then get from that launching. This is how it was spent. I'm making this on this public platform for let people know say no, me not to that kind of person. And I believe that the people I'm working with, they are not that type of leader. So we not get for go fet over any money because the
Right.
rumors are starting going out there.
So
Yeah.
last
So
so
that's it.
because since you don't bring that up, you feel say that money it will be somewhat some part of it will be used for make a project or it could be just
No,
towards the training side them and then the development side of the strategic plan.
so how the film guild works, we know say that the 5 guild, the 6 guilds can make film guild. So now that money for me, I think it's very small for any production, film production as an industry level, because the guild needs so many things for set itself properly, which has not been decided, and it's not going to be decided by one person. It's going to be decided by this group of people that will decide, say, okay, this is the money available. What do we do? All of those ideas come, we assess the ideas, and we feel say this best for the industry. This is not for one person, this is not for one guild, this is not for one institution, the entire industry. So everybody go see how the money was spent, what thing it be spent on, and if it how it go make sense. So now make not to one man they make the decision how the money has to be spent. With that decision, all of us has to be consented to say, okay, we don't say they give other people the money, then they eat them. What do we do with this money? For quite some time, that's some of full personal money they would use for build film guild. And we not see this tire until we get to that point. But that money we na Jama money, we come Jama we has to be utilized for Jama.
Yeah. Me just no know. As a producer, an executive producer, you not feel say still there could be a portion. Now me own take. I know say we will go back where there might be a voting for that people then say okay this is people that will probably vote. To me, if you ask me as somebody with a part of the industry, like there's a
Okay.
vote, you put different things them in place and say when I vote
Yeah.
for the vote when I see the money for use towards we can do small film like a film we not too high budget or when
So
I not
so
go to that
like
level there for discussing.
like I say, um there's so many ways this industry can generate money. Me, I know. We just need for day together and work together. Yeah. Me, I visited the other money in just one film production company budget dandy. It's not an industry budget, as far as I'm concerned. So, how about we really try for put ourselves together and go get proper fund? There are things what we dey
No,
do
it's not.
with this small money. where they generate millions of dollars for giving the platform for do more bigger things and more smaller things and more proper things. There are certain things I won't say on this live. We will talk
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
behind the scene, but I just believe see the money not to buy me power, not to buy anybody in power, but will be utilized for the right purpose and for the right cause.
Okay.
Let me come in smaller.
Yeah.
It's for this money issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel say in any group or organizations, when I get things that want to vote for, certain thing they not need voting. Because like something we come for developments, when I know say this not development it come for. When something come for individuals, then are individuals it come for. So if the film guild or organize a thing like this, we don't launch the film guild, whatever fund we will raise there, the film guild gets a strategic plan. Film guild get things them for work on right now. Film guild gets a lot of things them for put in place. So I dey feel sometimes I can feel bad where some people they think say we need for shape this or we need for do this. No, that's not for be the topic. The topic for being how one utilize this money for towards the development of the film industry. But listen, that for be the topic. Not to how yeah, let me use this, let me do this, let me do this.
Well,
But like people will get that in their mind. I will just want them cut that small, please. Yes, Kabba.
me not for allude to the fact that maybe somebody go one for low ship, but if then get herself, let that idea did not go to anybody again because this is a policy statement I'm making, and let anybody hold me responsible if that money is not safe and will not be safe. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sticking myself to it because in life you have to believe in waiting you believed in, and for me, I believe say I have another career apart from film. I have another career. Me book what I learn is not film no more. I learn book with deal far off from film, but I love film. And I feel say I want us to have an industry that works for everybody. That works for everybody. You don't need for be me paddy. I have helped people in this industry. We are not friends. We don't see the same side. But because now filmmaker they, and I see they get efforts, I help them when they reach out to me.
Yeah.
So I don't get no line, no blow line for anybody. And I believe, see, as an industry, we get for set precedent because not to we no more than at the creative sector. But I always say this, we are the most educated sector within the creative industry. Because we get man there, we get PhD in the film industry. How many, no disrespect to the other side, but how many people ending at the other side that we really get people that speak the master's degrees, double master's degrees? There are not many.
Yeah.
So for now with the box with itself and other sector that they enjoy, we need to stop 19 ending. And for me, that's what I've been speaking to. And that's what I will continue to speak to. Past I die. But as long as I'm alive, I will keep speaking to that.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I think you point something out where some of we will attest to that. For say, the budget for some production house, them it's way beyond that. So I think I don't need for talk much. People that don't see the money they already put for one project is way beyond waiting then raise now the launching. So and other people then back we don't put beyond that amount they as well. So, but again, if it's going to benefit the guild and the industry as a whole, me, I think the industry, because sometimes we can feel say we wouldn't say guild, now the union, because every union forgets their own money, when they spend on education and ensuring like the things that we talk about, the different hubs them, the districts them. To me, that makes me happy. Just hearing all that as a filmmaker for no say, okay, me film not to free or no more go for stop. People that are waiting at the other district go understand. Say yes, KID-AFAN films or Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo don't produce film. We don't watch them. So sometimes they really produce and you want premiere, but you film not to free to normal for premiere. We're able for
Sure.
premiere across by making
Across the
sure you
country.
network
Yeah.
with other people, then let them know say this film na Salone film. So then self go
Yeah.
bring their own film into the country. A point where Miss Kadiatu, when a producer actress point out where they can highlight everybody in comments where they can. Feel free, guys, as the presentation they go on. We put this. They say you are right, sir. Like justice to the people. Industry money should be used for structures to build the industry. So this really they come on from producer Kadiatu Kamara, where I believe is a very important comment where he put here, and every other comment where come in is very important. We also the cinematographer Idrissa Jallo, they say it's an educative session. Thank you, KID-AFAN, they come up from and also as we continue, Kadia to continue for say let's it's a very good team sensitization towards the industry. Message are good. Thank you all. So we want for they do this because Daramy, it's important with people them now we they see social media and they really elevate so many things from time to time for they get then kind rigorous discussions about the industry and what people them for expect, and people them for understand say if we Facebook delete this live stream, just know say it then at the YouTube channel when at the KID-AFAN Discovery YouTube channel. So I just want to know say we go to bring this on from time to time from either from the director winner for international and partnership and from the chairman. Like you say, we all waiting now, so we get different careers them, but we still link to the entertainment sector or the creative sector. Me, a medical practitioner, I can choose for good and well, choose this back, right? So but we can work together and we can able to make the industry a better place. So Director Jamil, before I go to Daramy other slide, what do you yourself want to add to this part of the discussion right now? I think now you sound much better. you know,
Yeah, I changed phone. I changed the phone. Other phone that
thank
I
you.
use now.
Okay.
Yeah. Towards the development and the strategism where we don't put, I think one of the best thing ever we don't happen. Now the film guild or now the Sierra Leone film industry. We have to say we all for pray this thing come to light and it come to pass and we all able benefit out of it. Trust you me, if we able build up this structure at this stage, we will get waiting with the left for other for upcomers or for other people that when they try for let them be or let them do who with this today. But it will be shameful and disrespectful if you don't get into something, you hold a high position for 5 to 10 years, you never get anything for life, you never get any mark or any trace, no development, no come, just for the name say, now you hold this position. And I
Yeah,
believe say this current executive where they try for run the Sierra Leone film industry, they are above that,
yeah,
that not to we plan and not to we push on that. We all the try with best for push and make sure say things happen. Industry money for go to industry development. And I believe say we all don't begin to see how things they happen. So I don't know. There is one thing where I feel say people they therefore understand very well. The film guilds not different from actors guild, not different from producers guild, not different from directors guild or any other guild. All them guilds there and they make up the film guild.
Exactly.
So if actors guild one run for do training, producers guild one run for do training, and directors guild one run for do training, we say we get legal structure. I believe say film deal na in for decide say okay well this year film deal want do training for actors them
yeah,
with actors guild. Film deal want do training for producers them na producers guild. I don't know if they can go on do them independently, but I believe say with the change, this film guild executive not come from any other side. It come from then different guilds there, and then different guilds are send representative. They say when I go sit down that alone I represent we alone I will make decision. Although we able to get information on what they go on. So if for all them that don't come together and make this, and often say this executive different or this film deal different from the producers deal or actors deal or directors deal. Let this think now we all in. And if they say the development for the industry, I believe say even if me as producers guild. I go cater for something. I see something. I bring an up okay film guild. This now this and this now this and this and this. So now we see how best we will make and for benefits the whole industry. Now film guild the responsibility that for make that thing will benefit the whole industry will get out of it. When we look at the partnership that we don't create, where the film guild don't create for now. Film Guild not get membership. The executive of Film Guild not get membership for saying that they for good benefit out of this, now they forget this. No. The executive of the Film Guild just there for run this thing, make sure the beneficiaries they able get exactly what's in them due. You know,
Yeah.
so these are some of the key points them way I feel say for bring out there where I feel say they bring can doubt na people their mind. I say, oh, let me shape. If we say Salone shape this one, they actors will get late producer, get ladies get. How many films will I go do? How many trainings will I go do?
You know, add
But
up.
if we divide that one, if we all come together and say, okay, let film organize one training, it don't cost, it don't reduce the cost of all these individual sectors cost there. We do this training and it go smoothly, everybody enjoy it. So please, let me be very careful when it comes to finance and how we they give remarks them or how they bring and comments,
So
the kind of comments the more they bring to certain things then. So I
Yeah.
go stop
Yeah,
here now.
that's a very good point for raise because again, I think what people don't understand with producers guild decide for do master class. That master class has to be approved by the Sierra Leone Film Guild because you dey see them logo there already because now then na the umbrella body
Exactly.
you know, make we do any training and even actors guild same thing we are under the umbrella when at the national meaning all the different sectors them we all get our own discipline. It's like in healthcare you get the PCA, you get a registered nurse, you get the DNP, you get the NP, so you get the physician. So but does that mean they are all different from the hospital or the organization wouldn't they under? No. So basically I think I definitely feel say now like you say it will be used for something when they develop the industry so that everybody will see say yes it was utilized for that. So I think Lord, we all take from that angle there. And I know say Daramy still get in slides, then we get very important information that we don't highlight or we don't highlight today for we, and we will take to the next slide. Thank you, sir, for adding that too.
yeah, so before I also talk on the next slide, like I believe
Mhm.
say earlier on, we have a financial sustainability strategy in this plan.
Okay.
So what's the financial sustainability strategy? We illustrate them into the 5 year resource mix. And the 5 year resource mix is gonna be like, okay, what do we really expect from government, from this whole industry budget that we want, the money we want for run with industry? Not 20%.
Yeah.
20% what we want from government, then 30% from development partners. Then we want 24% from private sector investment. Then we want 16% from public private partnership. Then we want 10% from impacts investors and philanthropists, goodwill. So this is how we want to raise our money. Not so like, and we are not fighting to build an industry where they want to go to government for money. No, I not feel that's what the sector is for. And I don't believe that's what the sector should be for. The sector gets in potential for generates money on your for support INSEF. All it needs is the right structure and the right procedures. Yeah. So it takes me now to my slide proper. How will we achieve our goals? How we go achieve we goal? We say first now for invest in capacity building, which is very, very, very key. We say one for start trainings, we want for do workshops, we want for do. We're thinking about film school. It could be private, it could be government, but that is where the private partnership comes in. Because if we get a partner, a private somebody we decide for build a film school for we, then the guild is gonna partner with the person. The guild gets what you go provide, and this company go say, okay, the company go say, well, basically I will give incentive or reduction price for anybody who come up from the guild for can learn book or for can get certificate. So those are the things, as you, of course, that's not a conversation that we can talk here right now, but there are so
Mhm.
many things we are working behind the scene. Seek for scholarship. which we've already started writing letters for that. I don't want to call them there, but there are individual people with me personally don't talk to them. I they see una effort. Una no go learn this na no school, but the kind way una don't perfect una crafts. You guys deserve better. So those kind of people, the only thing we go be the deterrent something if those opportunity comes and they are not part of the guild. Me, I will not recommend them. But if they are part of the guild, they will be one of the people that I will recommend. I know they don't need for me paddy. I don't need for me them paddy. But because I see that they put so much effort into the craft. Yeah. Then we say promote content locally and internationally. That is the only way we get for achieve we plans. Because the moment where we say this year or next year, 80% of we film with the commoners, alolo we do am inside Creole Mende Timine. Una they see people that they love with film back. Umpura waiting make them watch and then buy and because it was done in Timine. So the people relate with the film. Then they sing the music, then at the film. Then they talk the way they talk at the film. Even Bombing, there was one particular thing where they talk now the trailer or the film. That thing
Yeah.
become viral.
Yes. It's a inside bomber. Anything
Yes,
with dirty pan tap, clean
exactly.
they under. Like,
Exactly.
so
So
it then
those
now
small,
with
small,
TikTok.
yeah, those small words, it hits the people that inside them bone and they
Yeah.
feel connected to it. Yeah. Then we say strengthen the policies and the governance systems, advocate for enactment of the national film policy, for becoming an act of parliament. Because as it is, it's not an act of parliament, even though it's a government approved document. But we want for push for make it become an act because the act actually the theory, the structure we government is set for the industry. Whether not a film commission then get for end up for set, or not a film agency then get for set, a standalone film agency or a standalone film commission and a standalone film council that they set, it's out of that act it's supposed to really be formed. Then of course, the one thing I've wanted to engage the entertainment ambassador on was the for advocate for tax incentive for local and international production because if we get that tax incentive, I feel say it will help industries them production companies a lot, which so many people when they make film don't even know what tax incentive is. But again, these are things we get for take down to people for understand, and they know see if we do A, B, C, D, this is exactly what we gain. We stand to gain as an industry. We say we want for foster collaboration and partnership. Partner with regional institutions. As we don't start already, when I start this presentation, I say we don't draft 15 letters. Some is for partnership, and some is for development purposes. Yeah. Then we say one for leverage technology. We don't know the advent of AI within the happen. How can we take our people to speed with some of these technologies that are coming right now? Then advocate for access to funding and investments. This is one key thing that we have in problem with. No businessman or trust filmmaker there. For go say, okay, me a film producer, I want 50 million. After me premiere or after me first sales, I go pay you back. Because we do not have a structure. Because they don't know if you then give 50 million, where you go take away, you go say they go left. So if we have structures, some of these things could not be an hassle. Because within we they put a system in place. Okay, now if you want 50 million for do film, this is an example, no man. Also, that's how it will work. If you get land we worth 50 million, you can't lay you land paper, then give you the 50 million, you go do your film, you come. If you pay back, then give you land paper. Nobody don't even know how you get your money for do your film. But there's a system, there's a structure that works for you.
Yeah. Yes.
So that is what this particular thing is talking about, how we can achieve those particular things. Then, of course, the next slide I think is gonna talk similar to what we just discussed. We have for position film as a priority growth sector and supports with fundings because this is one thing that when at the cancer alone is the I know say whatever government get for I know say SAPP is there till 2028. I don't know after election what's gonna happen, But this girl for be one of me on toe to toe thing with government and all government agencies and department that they need for prioritize the film industry as a sector that creates job and employment and wealth for young people and develop. Of course, we don't get a national film policy. What we need now is a film act. And of course, we support the creation of a national film fund. We know that's why we have developed this document and the incentive regime physical analysis we want for present to the Minister of Information and Finance. For tell them we don't analyze the entire industry that this industry, if this money is being spent, this night they generate at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So we want for back the establishment of the Film Institute or the incorporation of the filmmaking in the formal academic setting. We not get filmmaking in the academic setting, and that's gonna be one of our push. Therefore, begin teach film from school or from university. So it's something will start to engage I don't start for engage the Minister of Information and Education, higher education on that. And it's something we are working towards and ensure that we have these things embedded in some of these institutions as a curriculum. Because not to everybody want for go be lawyer or get for able for be lawyer. But if it can get certificates in filmmaking or film production, I think that the institute going to be proud of that. Then, of course, if say we talk about infrastructure development, studios, labs, hubs, we know maybe we not get money for build studio, but we can be lab. We can be lab where you need soundtrack or you need original this, you can go get them where it not go cost you much. Or we can get film hubs where we can do with seminars, with trainings, that not get for cost boku $1 million. So then, of course, training and scholarship. We'll talk about earlier on piracy enforcement and copyright protection. We know that's a big problem. So these are all what the plan is looking towards to address.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
really something the way you point out, and I believe say this they happen now every industry, even in the United States. Somebody go
Yeah.
they not get the physical cash, but because them believing in production and what see
Yeah.
able generate, people get loan and do the project, and then
Exactly.
everybody gets the person they loan them getting money back, then pay people them, and so definitely we they ask for our government bring that incentive they for make sure say filmmakers and they not get the money, but then want for do more, and it go generate income. Hiring people, the unemployment rate will go down,
So,
and at the same time, too, in that sector, what me believe, as you said earlier, would they hire people then from every different sector, even that Kumbra, that picky way, then just born and all these different people,
mhm.
they get job, the makeup, the food, all the different side them, can partner and you can get job, and it help. So
Yeah,
to be
sure.
honest, we just know they see the support, but I believe say with the strategic plan and for go make sure say we meet all the people that win at the stakeholders and for make sure say they enact the policy in a parliament and make sure say now it becomes something where we for benefit from. And at the same time, think about it. If somebody they can't shoot at the country, money come and let it go to the film sector, because now the film, now the creative sector, now that make them policies there, so we therefore try for utilize government the benefit. You know how many actors and actresses and producers in the United States they pay taxes to government where they develop the nation, and even when they
Yeah.
shoot film, when they lock a street, they have to pay to the state. That particular
Yeah.
state they say, how they block these streets because they shoot a motion picture, right? So
Exactly.
if we
Yeah.
really implement everything, we really will constantly go grow. We go make sure say a lot of things then go, it go
Yeah.
minimize,
I feel like
and
the knowledge is one key thing we know and or the one that we know that they make like they don't know. But these are all the things. I mean, I keep telling people we are fighting. We are not focusing on building the structure. We are not
yeah.
focusing on putting the things in place. We go give you money. Now title, now position. We are busy fighting for. No, that should not be the focus. We
Mm.
for support anybody we will feel say get the idea, get the drive. We all know they will get the idea. We constitution not to everybody write an asalo. Now few people write them. We all they follow.
Yeah,
That's how
exactly.
it is.
You know.
So
Eh,
that brings me to what the try for sages now. I
mhm,
had a couple of meetings with the director of local content agency before I traveled, yeah? Because one of me plead to him was there is no way corporate institution that for the use foreigner there for advert na salon. When we get actors, we get musicians, we get celebrities. That should be a priority because the local content speak to this.
Yeah.
But we are not pushing for this. We don't even have these opportunities because simply we left waiting for prioritize. Decide, oh, for go for let them evaluate what they do. We are not doing them. And
Exactly.
it becomes a problem. So that's all of these things are this plan one for car address. Local content, we are not doing no more for business, for food. No, we're not doing for all local people. We are the local contents that the country. So it be commercial bank, it be UB, it be the salon celebrity and for the use for adverts.
I agree.
So those arrangements has to come into simple understanding where we know see, okay, even if we not get boku money for give, but I give you small thing no more. Let us have turn celebrity because as a celebrity, waiting you're not supposed for the workout to be a foot, you know, able at least you don't do 10 film. I know people, no disrespect to them, they have done 15, 20, 30, 100 films.
Yeah.
They still the worker. And that's so disgusting to
It's
me.
tough.
It pain me. It is so pain me because you don't deserve it. You deserve a better life after fighting. After fighting, you
See
deserve a
this.
better life.
I agree. And this particular comment where I try for highlight, you get for deal with all waiting they try for talk. And one thing where you say before I even go to that comment, somebody if they not want get a degree in medicine and all the other nursing and that, but then one gets maybe even if they get a degree in those, but they want to have a
Yeah.
minor.
A
You know how many
certificate,
people
yeah.
are
So just
lawyers,
certificate.
doctors?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the certificate because a different career path.
Yeah.
Look me,
Yeah.
after all my doctorate, I come into entertainment. Somebody
Yeah.
will say, why? Why not do what you do? It's a
Yeah.
challenge, but they don't understand. I have my reason, right? I have my reason, and I know what I try for do. At the same time, Mr. Schwabu Eastwood, they say, how far is too far from where we have come from, and the distance is too short in reaching one another as Sierra Leone African, filmtastic or fantastic filmmakers. I love this program and it is very educating towards the direction, structure, and hope for the future of our film industry. Chairman Kabba and brother Jamil, you guys are really making a lot of sense together with Dr. Isatu Kakay. So again, these are
Thank you,
things that
Miss Food.
yeah, yes. These are things people that they can watch right now, but I'm sure a lot of people could go back and watch this live stream and know say the information where they share and we all they talk about here, we need them. Now ongoing sensitization and we don't start so we're not going to stop now because we want to make sure say every creative in the country understand whether virtually able to get access to the information or whether not in-person seminars, and we know so in the country these are things that we'll get for they do we do live
Sure.
in town
Sure.
hall discussions, and the next time we did it when I ready for we did here in the diaspora we will do this because it is time to move past the other notions them we don't they go around, because as an
Yeah.
investor I cannot just put my money into film wey people don't understand wetin we they talk about. So it's
Yeah.
very important for a lot of people that know say yes, it's
But
time
we
for
don't talk
education.
on this. We talk on the
Mhm.
next one. We don't talk on this just I think
Yeah,
we do on the
measure,
measure it
yes,
success
of
now.
success.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, by the fifth year, what we intend to see is the industry output, where the plan actually the targets like for get where is this? The plan the target for don't do a thousands of jobs, like 500 5,000 plus direct job and thousands more indirect roles across the value chain. That is what we hope to achieve by the end of the 2030. Then the economic contribution we want for ensure say we get a measurable, larger, formally tracked contribution to the national GDP and the export. So what thing we not they happen now with country, but all them film that they sell at the country, which as me they talk so there are people making film, they print, they go sell at them village the day. We're supposed to be tracking these things because we're supposed to tell government how much the industry they make. And that is
Yeah,
when the government start for treat with seriousness. Yeah. Then of course, international recognition. So why we are now applying, sending letter to FESPACO, to the African D's, the Pan-African film makers, because they need to understand that there's a film industry that exists in Sierra Leone. UNESCO, they need to understand, because I'll tell you one shocking news, yeah. Um, I watched one video some time ago where a particular ministry then go na a UNESCO event. They were talking about film. No filmmaker was in that room. They report there online. When they talk about how the film industry in a Salone, yeah, no filmmaker was online in 2021, 2022. So there are people definitely using our sector for make their way through and make something out of it. And always make this they happen, because if we get a late structured, nobody know the kind of for can do film business. We no pass through the late structured. And of course, we talk about the youth unemployment reduction. At the end of 2030, especially we all man go down, or most of the people don't go down see say better than the film industry, the national cohesion, the global market. Those are things we they hope for measure with success on by 2030. And of course, I believe say if we stick together and we really work with this document, I believe say by that time we were talking about a different film industry compared to waiting we don't meet 20 years ago. Because for me, that's my frustration. If we don't count 20 years ago, we don't get no roadmap, no guiding documents, how we do wrong, what do they do. But today I will leave as a chairman. Anybody will come, say, no, there's a plan I should work with. Let's work with that plan. Let's go in that. What is that we are supposed to do? Let's continue. So basically, the plan gets a strategic timeline. We from now, we will don't always already don't go 6 months into this year. So we therefore affect the actual implementation year. So 6 months down the line, after 2030, we're going to try for assess waiting we don't achieve and waiting with the scale for take am na the following year, or waiting get for the happen in the subsequent years coming. But basically, the next slide, please, where they talk about the strategic timeline.
Yeah,
So,
and something come up so that you just know,
mhm,
and we already watch career to they say there is a college of at college at McKinney College of Education and Arts and Technical or Technology, which is they get department where they do with filmmaking. So
that's
una waiting
that's
at
good.
that side, that's a good one.
That's good.
So take
Yeah,
advantage because we need this. We need more
that's
film
good. Yeah,
academies in the
yeah.
country, and I've been
So,
seeing like Daramy say, a lot of us, maybe it's a lot of people discussing behind closed doors. Before I know it, you get forget a lot of institutions them we go
yeah,
incorporate the film
that's a
industry.
good one, because I
Yeah.
go say it might not be too old and it might not be too new, because it not be they exist, but thank God
Hmm.
they exist now. So these are all ways we can just use to
Hmm.
educate our people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the more education you get, the more impact you create. So it take we to we strategic plan timeline. We say in 2026 foundation and framework. This is very, very key. The guilds them what we did by rights. These guilds are supposed to be formed from district level, from chiefdom level. Chiefdom then choose who that they represent in a district. District choose where they represent in the region. Region choose where they represent in the national. That's exactly how this we want for get the structures that we run. So we already get a structure. All we need for do now is to build on the existing industry structure, build on with membership, they conduct election.
Hmm.
So we know now, say moving forward, we get a legitimate body of who the industry people want. This is not gonna be the Army Kabba because I don't be German. No. They can choose any other person they want for lead the industry or the film guild. They can choose anybody who they want for lead the directors guild or the producers guild, the scriptwriters guild. Yeah. And of course, we see industry activation in 2020 and the second year. We want for host next year, hopefully, we want for host the National Film Festival. We don't become they become an official activity for the film guild or the film industry. We get for the happen nationally. Of course, the other things then will come out soon. We the guild intend for do. and we get for be a national event as well. And of course, we enable access to digital platforms for local content, just like the one we don't do to Horizon. It's a very good platform. I don't like anybody. The viewership is not 100% yeah, but the platform is a very good platform. The people that we work on that platform then really did justice to that platform. And I'm sure, I am very certain, if Sierra Leoneans then put their film on that platform, it's really going to generate something for them because no disrespect to the film the way we don't see it. But I just believe, see, we have quality contents. We are not letting out. And it's high
Yeah,
time that you 100, 200, $300 we they collect from that film, it better pass with the film they don't have box. So I'm encouraging
exactly.
producers that have films for submit them film at that platform day because it's an African audience platform.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I believe say Liberians, Sierra Leoneans, Nigerians, then get for love for watch film at that platform, which is really cost effective or cheaper than Netflix. You will not get Netflix and your Netflix and they. So
You
you
go able
have to
put your
check it.
film there. Yeah.
Yes, you
You
able
able put
put your film
it
there, you able watch film there. Yeah,
no, before submit some film that day very soon. The
yeah,
film I don't
yeah,
can release next week. I will
yeah.
start
So,
that day.
so in
Yeah,
the fourth
definitely.
year, we want for consolidate the innovation. Then the fifth year, we want for do more of capacity building. Year one, of course, than the year one. Most of the thing that we will have to do. Then year three, we want to do market expansion because we market small. But because we market small, what do? We need to collaborate with Ghana, Nigeria, sorry, Liberia with the near we, Guinea with the near we. Then they call it we work. And because they call it we work, we need for invade it, just like what in Ghana do. Because they know say Nigeria is a big market, they invade in that sector, then can then do the actor then can then begin to film so they able for expand the market. And that is
And
what we need
Darami,
to do.
continue or elaborate on this. I'll be right back. So I know nobody
All right.
move this.
All right. So basically, that is what we intend to do on that one. Measure the economic and social impact of the industry. Introduce advanced training that could be on post production, animation, script writing. Because why I'm saying this, we have script writers in Sierra Leone who do not even know how to structure a script, but they will say they are script writers. So then basic idea there. You need to learn it, not to magic. Because when you're
Oh,
doing a
I don't know what's
professional,
going on, but like I'm not hearing anybody.
they get we? Yeah, they get you when you talk. So
Darami, you
on the
drop?
no, I'm here, man. So in year five, of course, what we will do in year five is to review and scale up, conduct full evaluation of the 5 year plan, identify the scalable models and the success stories. And of course, the next thing we will do is to update the national policy base or lessons learned. Of course, then we plan to launch a phase two of the industry development plan. So basically, on the strategic plan pipeline, those are the things we hope to get. And as I was talking earlier on, um, doctor is not here, but I can still see if I can elaborate a little bit on the 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 year one activity, which I really not
Darami,
talk
are you
much
there?
about. Yes, I am here, man. Um, so in this year one, in this capacity building and infrastructure, we dey talk about for roll out a nationwide training and mentorship program and operationalize key film in infrastructures. Then we want to launch a pilot film project with local funding. Of course, we will be launching a pilot film project with local funding and we'll be launching a pilot training program very soon. We It's just a pilot training. We want to see how people are getting interested in it. Then we can now and build properly and go for the real training. Then develop a partnership with regional and international film bodies. That's one thing we are talking on right now so badly that we want those things to happen. Jamil did the ask, he said no they get to it, so I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah, I said Jamil be saying no be the get to it, so I don't know.
Did it get me now, Dr. Jamil?
Okay, go to the next slide.
Okay.
So in this sector, we dey try for talk about how we intend for we allocate the infrastructure, the resource them we will get. We say infrastructure development, we want for dedicate 30% of the fund where the industry go get. When a studio construction and equipment, film hubs and regional centers, post-production and sound facilities, national film archives and digital library. These are this is the infrastructure that we want for spend like 30% of we budget we go come. Then policy, governance, and IP protection, we want to spend like 10% on this one. Implementation of the national film policy, legal framework and copyrights, enforcement and institutional strengthening and regulation bodies. Of course, we say 15% on promotion, marketing, and distribution, which is very key for producers. So 15% of whatever money we are going to raise for the plan is going to go on the National Film Festival and event marketing campaigns, local and global digital distribution and platforms for international outreach. So that's going to be rigorous. Then, of course, we say 20% on capacity building and talent development. Then we want for engage, put 15% on funding and investment support. Then 10% on monitoring, evaluation, and administration. So if we get 100% budgets, this is how we intend to distribute it for fixed with industry in the next 5 years.
Well, that's very good because it will be nice for like people that know say if you are somebody where you multi-talented, they do different things, then you go even join that marketers and distribution guild, right? Wherein then go able for hire you for do the work. Because not to just for say do the work, do the work. So we will we look forward to it. The implementation phase, we don't start already. I believe say as the education kicks off, all the other thing that the budget come, things and will they happen. So I will go to the slide itself. Let's just get it back on the screen. So Daramy, you still with us? I know say you say Dr. Jamil, but the try for. So this not the slide, guys. As it highlights infrastructure development when at 30%, capacity building and training, talent development when at 20%. Then also you get policy, governance, and IP protection 10%, promotion and marketing and distribution when at 15%, and funding and investment support 15%, and monitoring, evaluation, and administrations go be 10%. So this now a very important point where I believe say I make today. We say let we get a discussion not only on the launching but also waiting we for expect, because that day we hear speeches them. If you're not in at the hall, you know they see the slide, and we know say getting this on a streaming right now, you could go back, you watch, you say okay, this makes sense, and so forth. So we'll get Daramy back, like continue for with the presentation, and we not go Tina again, just for long. I know we don't almost hit the 3 hour mark, but we believe that the information where it is share, they are very important.
I think this is the last slide we are talking about right now.
Okay,
So.
okay, good. So let me see if there's no other slide.
That's no that that's the last slide.
It's not
Yes.
in. Okay, perfect.
Of course, this is of course, I don't talk on this one, and I think the last slide is just to talk about our
Yeah.
commitments,
Oh,
which I believe every filmmaker should make these commitments. That we are
yes.
committed to delivering impact through transparency, accountability, and strategic collaboration. Every investment in film is an investment in Sierra Leone youth's culture and future. That's a
Okay.
partnership appeal to chief and every other person.
Okay,
We're
let's take me
actually,
own commitment. They don't hear am but the caretaker
yeah,
live because that day I know say people them been they read them together and you
yeah,
say when I film make outside they make sure say they read me. We all they read this. Darami
yeah.
don't read, let me self read. And also I think Kadiasu they should tell Udan at the person, the executive director for that filmmaker
Okay.
say Santigi Usman
Yeah,
Sise.
I know. I think he's a member of the Directors Guild, Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. And something where also Mr. Idrisa say surely we will network the film industry. So we already they see all this they come up, and also Mr. Usfriend Kamara join we. It's a great job. So this is very important that we bring this up today. And we'll continue for do more. So our commitment, me as a filmmaker, I'm committed to delivering impactful through the guild, through the industry, impactful and transparency, accountability, as well as strategic collaboration. Every investment in the film industry is an investment in Sierra Leone's youth, culture, and future. Partnership appeal to the chief minister. So, again, me one thing people don't go for understand about me, anything we go for deal with, changing and addressing real life issues, and if they align with the company KID-AFAN in mission statement and vision, I find myself drawn to it. So I believe say these are the same kind of commitment where we get as a country, as a company, as a film production house, and people have seen that over the last 6 years we add on into the entertainment sector. So yourself when our filmmaker, we hope so you take this commitment for no say it will be very helpful for let you be part of the industry if you want to invest. So we also get we own veteran actor Desmond Finney. They join me, they say quite an enlightening 3 hours. Yes it is. We are set to go. They come up from Mr. Desmond Finney. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah, we don't spend 3 hours
Thank
now
you
this
so
live.
much, big brother.
And yeah, we appreciate everybody. We don't take the time to watch we now Facebook as well as now YouTube. As we now know the Guild on launch officially, we are the trade union. So let just highlight this again. This is not the other slides that we maybe put up, and we don't dissect. Darami don't go through each one, and in between we don't hear you from Director Jamil as well. We are the director for international partnership, and when they see this done they go around now the media. So take your time, go back and watch. If you get questions, reach out. I'm sure many people then they will go answer your questions and from all them different guilds there. So I don't say Darami, any other thoughts we want to bring up before we round up the program today.
Oh, I think the only thing I want to say that we are planning to do something for really pay respects
Mhm.
to we veterans them, and we people them we really don't contribute towards the growth of this industry in their own small capacities then. Yeah, because me now one person we not believe see they need to pass away before we show them that love, that respect, and the
Yeah.
sacrifice and commitment they have put into this industry. Now that they are there alive, then we need to give them a flower. And also, I know say it's hard, it's difficult, but let's try as much as we can for able to understand and see reason why we just need to work together. There's no way we should be divided. There's no way. For me, it's not about who I win or they win. No, everybody's in this industry is my brother, is my sister. But then we will just look at one point. I am not me as a Daramy. I'm not doing anything because I want for let Daramy. Then say Daramy and I win. No, I just want win for win as an industry. And I believe that the same good way you want for yourself is what I want for you. I don't want anything personal about me with industry. I just want for ensure say every player in this industry, every player would are supposed to be respected. That respect supposed for them, which we lack. So if we don't have this structure, people we don't come. I still careful how I talk to people. Despite all of the film industry things happening, I always tell people I get respect for Iyamomo because if I am into film leadership today, he contributed to it. Now the one man and the way watch me and sit down, I say this soldier owner Sisu, this is girl for turn somebody in this industry because he knew my passion then and how I dey hit on people when and see say the right thing is not being done.
Yeah.
So I get that respect for him. And the background conversations where we don't get, we're able to materialize. I dey feel pain because I feel like people feel we are not talking. No, me and Yamomo don't they talk. We just stopped for talk recently because we're not able to see one side. So I see sometimes people are writing and they put me name and they put in name. No, we have engaged in several conversations. But I believe, see, we must reach a point because this is not about ego.
Mm-hmm.
As I said earlier on, I offered the chairmanship to Yamomo just because we're not able to divide. We can maintain all of these structures, but let's just have a focused drive for our industry, and that will help us. So, you're not filmmaker, you're not actor, join your guild.
Yes.
Imagine big actor like Desmond Finney, big producer where this not only actor na lecturer, some of we then teach you drama, some of we that they will look up to now this industry. They belong to a guild. Udana you will just can yesterday you say no, I'm not supposed for today because I don't believe in it. Why? Come on. So me for me, these are people I get respect for, and I'll continue to give respect to the people that see the structure and they see the right thing and they want to be part of that right thing. Like you, when you come, nobody not tell you say go join Producers Guild because you know say it's the right thing. Other country in a Producers Guild, you know, producer go join Producers Guild, you know, actor go join Actors Guild. That's just what you need. The rest left and give the administrator them and hit on you people the way supposed for serve if you know they serve you. I am for peace. We should be for peace. We are not enemies. And let we all come together and work. Film guild now all Salone gets them. Not to one person gets them. Not to group of people get them. If people and they before something you not like it, can't join the and pull and commodity, you can be outside and get rid of them. So I
Yeah.
want to tell thank you to all we viewers them. And the one that we just listen to we, I want for tell una thank you. I want for tell una see the work just don't start. I have lived half of my career life for help for build this industry. And I'm not gonna give up easily. Half of my career life has been spent on building documents, institution, and trying to put something together for this industry. Please, when I let we put hand together, Lord do 'em. I'm not doing it for anyone one person or just for selfish gain. I just want it to work so that everybody benefits from it. Yeah. So I'll thank you for host we, and we hope say we go bring more updates as to the things that we don't begin to already and how we go achieve when whatever achievements we get from those things we'll come and update you guys and the things that we they ask for let God make we able to achieve them. I want
Yeah.
to tell you thank you for our audience and everything.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And then also, I know I will bring back to Jamil for giving your final thoughts and message. This not the commitment for them. And if you're not a creative person, they'll be committed in using these for no say through working together, transparency, accountability, and using strategic collaboration. It will help invest now we nation, now we creative sector, and we anyway cinematographer Idrissa Jallo, they say brilliant idea. Let's celebrate them. and that's something that we know say it happen, inshallah. And producer Kadia today say God's time is the best. We will surely reach there. They come up for ma'am, and we tell them thank you for that. And then we also get Schwabu Eastwood, where they say this program reveals the massive workflow behind the progress of our industry from blimps, meaning like 1565, 65 of the black magic camera, right? So this is not a cinematographer where they tell we screen and digital monitoring, as well as to mirrors built for filmmakers high lens. Thank you. And God bless you as a Sierra Leonean filmmakers. So yes, indeed, we intend for go further. We believe, say, from the diaspora to the Sierra Leone, the nation where we believe in, where the land that we love, we will do more. We can to the creative sector, but we just ask for everybody in commitment, as well as then time and energy, and make sure, say, you seek knowledge and continue for see things and differently. We get producer Mary Grace Fatoma, they say amen, amen. May God bless. God lead us, the common form. So we thank una all for una comment them, for una take today for car and join we at this live. This live definitely we get a lot of stuff them way we don't highlight, and long no see. It's important that we all there for talk, and also we'll continue for bring more insight to the program. So, Director Jamil, what you want for tell Pambo them as we don't clock 3 hours, in the going for let them know say we mean business. Everybody don't take time for kinda join we self don't take time for getting information as a director for international, partnership with Council of the Diaspora Filmmakers. Within a message to Pambo them, and within this new direction or trajectory means to the industry as a whole.
Oh, thank you so much. Like the message to every filmmaker, entertainer, and also to the government of Sierra Leone. I believe the filmmaking now one of the biggest industry in the whole wide world. In population, it's too huge, it's too much. So if our governments they pay attention to filmmakers, to the industry, but let's say it will help because we get very vast employment at the film industry. Everybody, this is the only thing where everybody, the age no matter, condition no matter, everybody useful and everybody important. Everybody gets a role for play. That's why they call them the art. Everybody gets a role for play. So please, to my fellow filmmakers, then be you director or whatsoever professional body you practice, you feel say you the practice. I want you go and join your guild. Go join them professional body there. That now one of the key message where I want to take to everybody. You can be an important, very important filmmakers without the guild. But if you deal within the guild, your security is guaranteed, and I believe say the work load will be very, very less for you. You'll be able to do more within the guild. For example, this guild that we get for they do the educational programs that I get for we get for learn a lot, we get for teach people them, we get for get a lot of activities then. Where if you are not part of it, I'm not saying that you will not get the benefit, but it will be very limited. So let me open up and come. And to any other person where if you say it's not necessary for they are they part of the guild, I will let you get this now your mind say the more we come together, the better the industry be, and better we able gain from waiting we they do. The film deal with all them plans there and all them documents there without the professionals then, and not to say it makes sense. So, but if we all don't belong, we put them together. We put them together. I believe say we will stand tall, and we will work very hard. Thank you all for coming. The comments, we don't go through everything. And I believe so we all don't learn. This is a learning process. And Dr. Kake, God bless you for what you need to do for the industry. Because a lot of informations then they will don't come up today. And we will always continue for the come on without this platform. We will find it very, very difficult for you to get the informations there. So please, though we all get on our calendar, whatever time when we feel say this kind of program therefore come up, let we pay key attention to them and let we able get we question them when we feel say we go come ask. Anything where they difficult you, anything where you feel say you not get that much understanding about the industry, come ask you question. I believe say this is not the right platform for you will get the right answer. KID-AFAN, you don't do very well. Shortly when you join this industry, at least we don't see a lot of changes. With all other people, we just don't join this industry. Everybody don't do a great thing. So let we rest assured say we think the don't get at least we said enable stream like we said enable stream them and we go to benefit out of it. Let we pay attention to them and let we all go now we feel and make movies no matter what the industry they go, if we not get movies, then it don't make sense. And also, though we learn for do films, then now we all do called dialects. Though we get with culture, though we get with tradition, though we show people them say yes, the Sierra Leone story will not even start for tell them yet. I believe so we get a lot. So though we come up and push and make sure say this thing happen. Once again, I thank you all the one the way comments, the one the way they watch. And you if you say you don't belong, I wish you would belong. Thank you all. That's about for saying.
Right. Thank you so much for that closing remarks. And also, Daramy, I don't know if you be on the closing, so me go come and round this live stream and then just play a few trailers as always. What they do, what they live. We tell on our thank you and all everybody we comment now. We appreciate now all. So Daramy, you get any other thoughts or you done? Are you good? Think we're good. Okay, so again, I will bring back the original slide will be used today. As we all know, say the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild don't officially launch on the 19th of June 2026. We come with 5-year strategic plan where Daramy don't go through, and we will continue for bring more educative sessions and live stream for we all, and we encourage everybody for make them go try for know these pillars within the vision, within the mission for the industry. We as creators, or it doesn't matter what thing else you study in our school, but if you don't choose they want to film, you want to understand and take a commitment where we highlight now. So for make sure so you understand and also implement them in your day-to-day film production houses them. Sierra Leone Film Guild Labor, Sierra Leone Film Industry Labor and Marketing Guild did it for everybody, every filmmaker, Sierra Leone, we want to see the country for let it go forward. They encourage people them, throughout the globe for, say, Sierra Leone, you want to invest, you don't know the sector. You can be say your own investment where you want to come with, even if not to for act or produce, but maybe you get a food business or you get a clothing business, you get a modeling business, different here, all then sectors then they will be able to work with. So just believe in that, say, you know what, now something now for all Sierra Leoneans. So before they come with a trailer, I just want to highlight a movie project when I one of KID-AFAN films along with Yen Multimedia, production, the presenter, this coming the 10th, July 10th exactly, we go premiere this now we YouTube channel when our KID-AFAN Pictures and Global Discoveries Television. That particular channel there, we don't try for put them up now. It will be strictly for film productions then when they come up from KID-AFAN, along with any collaboration projects them. Yes, now KID-AFAN Discoveries as well as Salone Discoveries with KID-AFAN. When they get the discovery news, the entertainment news, and we do still get other projects them the way you can still go there and watch. But going forward, any projects where we do get for the go on this channel, so we encourage you for let you subscribe, like, comment, because Sierra Leoneans them, I don't know if we know they get the understanding, say where you like, you comment, it not cost much, it's subscribe to the channel, they cost you not to maybe pass you data and charge your phone. You do this for let YouTube recommend that person they in project, to the next viewer. And if we see people like Nigeria, we always look up to them, as well as the US and other parts them the channels and they grow now because when people then can they, whether you Nigerian or other nationality, you they like, you they subscribe to the channel. So we really they encourage everybody. This is not a new channel, of course. It on there around from last year. We get projects the way we eventually get for put day, but not now. But for the first production, we go for good day, for let you go watch and see the full film, go be Backstabber, we be say Mina producer, but we get the main producer and we na Alpha Umaru, Barry, we na King G, and I happen to be a second producer to the project towards more of the post-production aspect, and but Mina the executive producer, and KID-AFAN Films along with Yen Multimedia, they present this. We'll put a little bit of teasers out and this trailer day. I will likely share them as I conclude. But I want for now no say, we want for continue for grow with industry and Lord continue for make high quality productions them because now that's go sell the country, now that's go give we, the momentum, and also we'll do films them we local languages, and trust me, they mean a lot. We not just go for say, oh, it has to be English. Yes, maybe you know what I will tell you. Maybe in the beginning, I will tell you my first film where I actually produced as the producer, the executive producer. So I do two films then before that, along with AAA, Winner, Seraton, and Big Yard. But then Come to Endless Love, I was the producer, executive producer. I was particular about the pronunciation, because if you want to speak English, even if not you get accent, just make sure so the wording is pronounced well. So I've been particular, I end up forget a credit as one of the directors, but really that's not what was my focus. My focus was producing. Desmond finished several video with me, they part of that project. It in our YouTube channel, KID-AFAN Discoveries, where we split into 1 and 2. So if you know watch them, you can watch them. A lot of stuff then they way maybe I don't get better, but trust me, because again I was new into the sector, so many things, and the way I don't learn along the way as a producer.
I'll be there on one meeting.
Okay, is as well. If you also talk about Backstabber, I mean, I did online now for mute for me, yeah. Okay. So there you damn it all. Now the background. Yeah, if you want Camilano, I will still let you conclude. So as I be say, I've learned a lot as a producer. I've learned a lot as an investor, now the creative sector, and I continue for learn because I not done it for learn. I not go school for this, but I just get creative passion as well as growing up. I've been like literature, that like people that don't they ask me why from a medical side and I come into the creative industry. Yeah, growing up, I really love literature. As I read the books, I find myself, I feel like I'm within the story. So every film where they watch or where they produce, I want to feel that as a filmmaker. I not just want to watch film for the watch sake. If the film not tell a story for me, it doesn't matter, right? So I want to learn. I know say KID-AFAN Films. We've been around since 2020, and waiting we try for work with Sierra Leoneans, them other filmmakers, them for law make great films. Law try for change the narrative. Law try for address real life issues through storytelling, and they do they do that through discoveries them and by highlighting African stories and also bringing real content them for learn see that. And I believe say as somebody will choose for go join the guild, I'd encourage you for do that. Really go do that. If you do that, you do yourself a lot of good. Not just say, okay, I want to be an independent filmmaker. If you film not come off fine, nothing will happen. Who that you go talk to. So this now we company, you can find we now we website now with different social media handles them. We website now KID-AFAN.com. Through there you can access we YouTube, we Facebook, we Instagram, we TikTok, and we X. We now been Twitter in the past. So we there across different platforms them, get the company page as well as the different entities them. So we continue for believe say, for they bring newsletters them to now for learn and know what they do, what we don't do, and who we don't engage with for let us see that they go on as a company. I mean, they do weekly summary and discoveries. They highlight everything they do, even though we not do that now, but technically it's still Sunday And anytime where somebody they do a premiere or they do some kind of event, you reach out, we can able for stream and live, just like we just did. And going forward, the guild, therefore, they do more ongoing sessions like this so that people can understand what the industry is all about. And we want to say plenty thank you to una all we take an attempt today for joining we, and also to we team na Sierra Leone. We say thank you to we viewers and we subscribers, and these are the different channels. Then KID-AFAN Discoveries, Salone Discoveries with KID-AFAN, when our current news with the highlights day, and we production, YouTube channel KID-AFAN Pictures and Global Discoveries and television. So this girl for be una would defend we films them, especially the one that we were ready for putting on YouTube. So we go play a few trailers as I close the call here today, but we continue for pray for we country. We pray, say God guide we leaders them. We will really utilize this statement where they say, through unity, freedom, and justice for all Sierra Leoneans, whether they live home or they live abroad. Encourage people them for come home and invest and do the right things them for we country. Now that's what they look out for. So Daramy, before I play any trailer, I don't know if you get any other stuff. So KID-AFAN films will name come on Game Changer. I think today una will watch don't know how that name come about and why I get a nickname as a Game Changer. So I will take this off the screen. Daramy, any other thoughts? Again, this now the guild in different houses. Them, una not forget, it's always there for you. For let you go join, and then we'll take on from there. Do you have any other thoughts, or should I just play the trailers as we go? Play trailers because I want to collaborate also the premiere a film. Okay, so it starts with this having download today. It's not a teaser. Okay, so that particular film day on the 10th of July, we go definitely put them on the YouTube. We will try for each people them in another way, but again, we therefore build we own YouTube channel as we therefore they look forward to other one. What else I wanted to share? Let's see. I wanted to share. Daramy, again, anything we want for bring on Solano before I play this other trailer? No? Okay. So again, as we all know, Scoreful Day and
free time. Good morning, Sierra Leone. Around this time tomorrow, Dr. Keda will be making her final stop on her campaign tour.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, when I become your president, I promise.
All what the PDA has ever done since inception is promise, promise, promise.
Breaking news. The presidential aspirant.
As both parties gear on for the next election, the question still remains, who is fit to run the country?
With what has happened, do you think it's advisable for your clients to return to the election?
I don't see why she can't. She's still innocent until proved otherwise.
Politics in this part of the world is such a deadly game.
We are going to fight until we get justice. Justice
No man is above the law.
A woman is not fucking fit to rule this country. Do you understand?
You are under arrest.
Under arrest for what?
Murder, man.
Murder who?
Arrested?
For what?
80% of the masses want her to win, Your Excellency.
A woman's place is in the kitchen.
Wake up, Fatu! You can never, ever become the president of this country. Never!
We want you to make him win the upcoming elections.
Do your job and behave like a good boy. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What Sierra Leone needs right now is not another politician, but a true leader.
There's no doubt in our minds that Dr. Keita might emerge the first female president of Sierra Leone.
The president has assured us today that he would not use his power and influence to manipulate the election.
The Scuffle, premiering at the Freetown City Council Auditorium on the 14th of July, 2023. Red carpet starts at 6:30 p.m. sharp. Ticket prices: diamond, 500 leones, gold, 250 leones, and silver, 150 leones. It's The Scuffle. Don't miss out.
Okay, so I want to play the actual trailer for Backstabber. I think I did download them last week. It's not a...
I love it, Danny.
We have a child, but Kushi lets him slide away.
Amidst every other thing, you know I'm not an evildoer.
Have you any knowledge of what's happening?
No, I haven't.
Please, you push me.
Alpha, this is not just about you.
I want Kush dead or alive.
The CEO of KID-AFAN, Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo, has offered to invest millions of dollars into this project.
If I were you, I would sign the document and take the money. I'm sorry to disobey you. Wait till you. I don't want the money.
Now listen, let me warn you. If you want to try any form of nonsense, do it with me and leave my son alone.
I swear on my father's grave, I will wipe away your whole family. Something stupid, your son dies. If you think of involving the police, it is at your own risk.
I suggest you surrender.
If you do, I will blow his fucking head off!
I know this might sound odd, but Mero doesn't want you to know that the child has been kidnapped. And the kidnappers are requesting for $1 million.
That's a lot.
Yes, for his release.
You stop it praying in the dark?
Anita, I can explain.
I saved your only son when you almost drowned. I dropped out of college because I couldn't watch your mom die. Frederick!
Okay, so let me share this one.
Sebon, anything with dirty part, clean thing in the under. And anything with clean part, dirty thing in the under.
I don't even know why my predecessors had not removed that dump site from where it was.
Tell IG Sebo me the greater. But in our country on your own, you know, to citizen and you know get rights for sellout.
I believe this is the right time for us to transform the existence of Omi.
to history, dead, buried, and eternally forgotten.
Now you're talking.
The suspect from the case you are investigating is a package.
You must hand over to me.
I don't understand. Like,
She must not be charged to a court of law.
we're rather unfortunate now. That's the legal procedure as entrenched in the Constitution.
And so, I am ordering you
To act illegally contrary to the Constitution.
So imagine if I legal complaint. There will definitely be adjournment. And in the interim, they are surely going to burn and destroy the lives and properties of innocent people who might know a thing or two about their dealings.
So, with the just concluded mayhem and killings among their sons and daughters, what do you think will happen?
They might sell millions because youth from this part of the world are obsessed with stuffs that drive them crazy.
Mama, how be so mommy, see that bloody bad.
So yesterday I really talk on the phone. Say VP na short tip a kush business.
Okay, fam, but them as we don't just see some few trailers, then we get more if we play. But hey, it's over 3 hours and a half, and they call it a night or call it a day wherever you find yourself. Once again, many thanks to each and everyone for being part of this live stream and for joining us as we are streaming live from New York. You know, KID-AFAN Global Discoveries. We will bring you discoveries them we get for deal with Sierra Leone as well as global issues them. Following our different social media handles them from Isatu Kakay-Diallo Facebook page to KID-AFAN Salone Discoveries Facebook page, KID-AFAN Films, KID-AFAN Photography, and the KID-AFAN company as a whole. Within our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all the different social media handles them. You can find we account to anything we get for deal with the media, get for deal with the film sector, reach out to we and either via email on our WhatsApp number where you go see now we social media handles them so that somebody will reach respond to you concerns or questions them and will they bring discoveries them we matter to Sierra Leoneans them both home and around the globe. And we want to continue to address real life issues we get for change the narrative about we creative sector, we country as a whole. And we want for focus on educational development, healthcare, and empowering the youth as a country. We are trusted and reliable. So from discoveries to filmmaking to humanitarian works, them no say KID-AFAN Company Limited will be a trusted and committed institution or company for make sure say Sierra Leone we grow together with other Sierra Leoneans. So until we meet again next time, Mina Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo, family nurse practitioner, and also happen to be the president and CEO for KID-AFAN Company Limited. You were just the Kanami platform or just the Yeri, but KID-AFAN. So just follow it. Just go to the website. And I will end up with the closing intro that we just shared. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for being here. Viewers, we thank you for being here, for joining us, and please follow us through our different social media handles from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, as well as our Facebook page, which is KID-AFAN Company Limited or KID-AFAN Discoveries or Salone Discoveries, as well as KID-AFAN Films. We'll continue to bring you more discoveries that matters to Sierra Leoneans, both home and around the globe. We would like to continue, our commitment by addressing real life issues through storytelling, through our discoveries that we believe you want to see. So until next time, I would like to say thank you and God bless you all. Thank you.